Well, hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you're all doing really well. It's Connor. We are back here with the first stream on this site. So, hello. How are we all doing? Just changing the name up here. As you can see, it's a pre-saved one. How's everyone doing? What's going on? Let me know. Sunderland, Burnley in the building. Burnley, Sunderland, I should say. We're getting all the bits up for you guys. Make sure you slap a like on the video. To be honest, guys, I didn't know if there was going to be 2 of you in here, 12 of you, or none of you. So I'm absolutely buzzing to see some of you in the building. This is my first live stream on the channel, so it's a little bit trial and error. So, yeah, I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. Look, we've got Burnley versus Sunderland, as we all know, massive game in the Championship, huge game in the Championship. If you haven't seen my video a little bit earlier on, we did a little bit of something in and around the recruitment of Sunderland, and the positives around that. I think it's really impressive. We're going to do a few bits on Burnley as well going forward and dipping into a few other things as well. We did something on Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United throughout the week, everybody, but your support's been really great. So, yeah, really interesting stuff. So, anyway, big news. Big news for Sunderland. Now, we'll get into Burnley starting 11 very soon, but big news for Sunderland, people. Enzo Le Bris starts the game, which is mad. I'm really surprised he's starting the game. So let's go through the starting 11. For Burnley, let's go Burnley first, then we'll go to Sunderland. So Trafford, Roberts, Egan, Riley, Esteve, Bashir, Humphreys, and Trafford. Statistically, the best back five right now in the country. 9 goals conceded. Look, Sunderland fans, as much as you are excited about this one, as much as you are buzzing about this one, measure expectations. This lot don't concede goals. They just don't concede goals. So it's going to take a real effort from Sunderland today. But I'm really happy I'm seeing certain personnel in that lineup because it's going to make it a really exciting game as well. The back five, solid as a rock. Bashir Humphreys has been a particular favourite of mine at left back. I think he's acclimatised so well to this Burnley side, and he's been a real revelation, a real revelation. The midfield, strong again, almost a midfield 3. And you know what? There's positives on both sides right now. Positives on both sides. That balance in the midfield is really good. I'm liking that almost 7 at the minute. Or 8, I should say. You've got Trafford, Roberts, Egan Riley, Esteve, Bashir Humphreys, Cullen, Brownhill, and Laurent. They are just consistent all the time for Burnley. Go a little bit further forward, and we're seeing a certain man, aren't we? Mr. Lyle Foster. So interesting, Burnley fans. What are you thinking about that one? Lyle Foster back into contention. Very interesting. Now, what a player. What a player to just have at your disposal. Just Lyle Foster on the bench, Manuel Benson on the bench, coming back in. You know, these are the points where you turn around and go, Burnley's squad's actually stacked. It's a good team. It's a really decent team. Jaden Anthony still keeps his place. Obviously, there's a lot of rumours at this moment in time, potentially Morgan Whittaker coming in. He obviously could take his place. Let me know, Burnley fans, what you think on that one. Jaden Anthony, has he really hit the heights this year? I don't know, really. Leeds United last season, was he great? I don't know. I think to keep the likes of Morgan Whittaker out of the conversation, for me, he's got to be proven more. And Zian Fleming, who, listen, is in folklore history now, isn't he, after his goal against Blackburn Rovers. The other side, Sunderland, Patterson, Hume, Mepham, 09, Sirkin. Sirkin being back into the fold is just massive. For me, the best left back in the league. Dan Neil in the midfield. Bellingham, Roberts, Rigg, Enzo Le Bris, and Wilson Isidore. Very interesting stuff indeed. And as you can see, everybody, the team rating, a solid 6.99 and a 6.97 for the other boys. Let's get a few of your comments in. See what you're saying. Sunderland 2, Burnley 1 says Has. Hey, Harry. Burnley 0, Sunderland 3. How are the lads? Says Cara. Shout out to you, mate. Prabhu says, did we buy anyone yet before the incoming or even get any loanees, or will nothing happen till 30th of September before the window closes? Deja vu, match on together, all Leeds, aren't we? Yeah, mate. Leeds, I don't think we're going to do anything, mate. I don't think that's going to happen. Sid's in the building. Hi, Connor. I hope you're well. It should be a decent game. This Sunderland win or draw would be nice, but fancy Burnley. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one tonight for Sunderland, I think. It's just literally because of this lot just not conceding goals. That's the big problem right now. It is them just not conceding goals. So, yeah, big problem in that respect, I think. But I think Sunderland, you look at the games against Sheffield United, you look at the games against Leeds, they've posed big problems. They have posed big problems, and I think that's something that they'll definitely grip onto 100%. But let me know your guys' score predictions in the comment section below. As always, they've not met Wilson Isidore. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. Connie, your hair looks different again. Don't overdo. Keep those brain cells safe. Yeah, mate. I think it's the last one I'm doing. The last one I'm doing, mate. Don't you worry. Honestly, it doesn't look this bad. This light does me no justice. My missus said that. She's like, it doesn't look that bad. It's that pale white. Basically, I'll do a little bit of a setup video at some point, but I've got this white light here and I can't change its color. Normally with the other lights, I've had the ring lights, I've been able to dim it down a little bit, and the lights behind me, I can dim it down. I can't do that with that. It's a nightmare. Probably says, did Farker actually confirm Melee will be starting against Sheffield? No, he didn't. Lewis says, I would take a point tonight. It's a shame because you lot in Sheffield United would be laughing. Yeah, it's a big game. It is a big game. It feels for you lads tonight, mate. But let's get into a few more of the data anyway. Wilson Isidore, look, flying at the minute, absolutely flying. I think he's a really decent player. Look, to do what he did, 2-0 in the Sheffield United defence, an L for me, one of the best centre backs in the division. To do what he did to him and to almost look like prime Thierry Henry, Wilson Henry, I was calling him on the stream. I think he's been a revelation. I think he's got everything to fit into the Premier League. I think if Sunderland don't get into the Premier League, they're going to sell Wilson Isidore for a good fee. I think you definitely get lower teams looking at him. I think his athleticism, his physicality, I've mentioned this thing, he's got a good turn of pace. He's got a lot of really good attributes, Isidore, and he seems to be coming into it a little bit. This guy on the other side has just been a championship veteran. Has he got like 9 goals this season? Midfielder completely overlooked all the time, and I've no idea why. I think Brownhill is so solid at championship level, and there is a reason he's always picked by every single manager, every single Burnley setup, whether or not it's Dyche, Company, Scotty Parker. Brownhill's always the first name on the team sheet, and I think that's absolutely obvious that he's a decent one. Leeds fans start early again. The FA Cup, bloody Millwall. This game screams, says Lee, 1-1. Estev will have this Sunderland lot in his pocket, says yeah, I think it's a big one for Estev as well. A big one for him tonight. He's going to have a lot to do. I think Sunderland are probably going to be the best team that Burnley have faced at home. I don't think that's a criminal thing to say either. I think that is what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a really trying game for Burnley. That's what Burnley want. Or do they want it? I don't know, actually. That's what that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to see Burnley actually tried and tested at home, which I think has been a little bit sparse at some points. So, as well, everybody, if you do me a favor and like the stream, that would be amazing. It's the first ever stream on here. Honestly, I'm gassed to just see like 5 of you in here. That is very nice. So do me a favor and just slap a like on the video. Much appreciated. Haven't bought him yet. Only worth 3.5. Yeah, I think he's the. Hold on, guys. Let me just turn this off. Hold on a sec. A few camera bits. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Attractive view. A bit jumpy then. Let me know if it's a bit jumpy, everybody. It might have been them, which is a bit annoying. What's Scotty saying, Connor? I'm going to go with 2-2. I think 2-2. Wilson, Henry, Vavavoom. Burnley's defense is not better than ours. They just have a real keeper. Carl says we haven't bought him yet. The only they only want 3.5. It's a bargain. Is there? I think there's a loan fee of 750k as well, isn't there? There's a loan fee of 750k, which is good. Which is really positive, really positive for Sunderland if they can get hold of him. So yeah, let's have a quick look at what you guys are saying as well. Good luck with the new channel, Connor. Are we hoping for a draw tonight? If you mean Leeds, mate, yeah, probably ideally. I think ideally for Sheffield United as well, I'd say a draw is probably the best result. That's what I think the other clubs will be looking at. I suppose I'll have to subscribe to this channel. Yeah, you will, Ryan. You know what you're doing. But yeah, great to see loads of people in. I say loads of people. I'm just as I say, I'm just happy there's a few of you in here. Big chances missed. Sunderland missed 35. Burnley with 26. Sunderland with one of the highest XGs in the division alongside Middlesbrough. The key player, as we've mentioned in this one, we haven't mentioned it actually. We mentioned what did we mention? We mentioned the top scorers, didn't we? We've not mentioned the key players yet. Brownhill and Joe Bellingham. It's crazy actually that Brownhill is the top scorer in it. I think it's nine goals. But yeah, the key players for this one, Job. I think that midfield's going to be key. If Lafie is in there, it's going to be interesting actually because I don't really know where Lafie's playing unless they're playing a midfield 4. But obviously you got Dan Neil in there, you got Chris Rigg in there, Job's in there as well. So I don't know whether or not they're going to play a little bit of a diamond. Maybe it's just going to be a flat midfield 4. I'll have to go and have a quick look at what Sunderland are setting up as. But there's a variation now. Enzo Lafie's in there, but Sunderland's midfield against Cullen, against Brownhill, has to be absolutely spot on, because they can cut through you, but vice versa as well, by the way, vice versa. Expected goals, Burnley at 26-7, Sunderland at 34-7 as well, creating a lot of chances. Goals per match, Burnley at 1.2, Sunderland at 1.5. Assists in there as well. Look at Brownhill, mate. He's everywhere, isn't he? Josh Brownhill is absolutely everywhere. Yeah, really impressive, really impressive. So yeah, Brownhill, top assists, and Patrick Roberts. Patrick Roberts, who's had a bit of an interesting season, Sunderland fans, hasn't he? Action blow with regards to him. I'm not 100% sure on him. Are you guys sure on him? I don't know. I don't know with him right now. It feels like it's a little bit in and out when it comes to him. Roberts, I think a lot of Sunderland fans are a little bit perturbed by him. Not completely sure. And I'm not 100% sure what the view is on the outset, to be honest. But they're just looking at Chris Rigg now. What a player, by the way. What a player. Unbelievable. Hold on. Attractive view for you lot there. I thought Patrick Roberts had great promise and potential. I thought it'd be the most. Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying there, mate. In terms of just his promise and stuff like that. Thunderlip says hope for Burnley to get pumped and send their keeper on a wobble. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one, mate. We'll have to see. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be. I don't know what to expect. What are your guys' score predictions? But it's either going to be a tight one, a draw, in my opinion, or I'm edging towards Burnley. Have to say, edging towards Burnley. I just think Sunderland are so exciting. I think they're such an exciting team to watch. There's a variety of goals in there. But what I would say is, they're actually highlighting it on Sky now. This is the next point. The amount of different players that are scoring goals, I think is really important. I think it's really, really important. They seem to be spreading the goals around pretty nicely. But yeah, whack your score prediction in the section below, everyone. I'm going to have a look at Sunderland now and actually see what formation they're playing, because I'm actually intrigued to see. Let's have a quick look. Here we go. Yeah, so it looks very similar to what we were saying. Obviously, they've got Ballard on the bench as well. Mayenda, when they played it in a front two as well. Mayenda looked really good, didn't he? I guess Sheffield United. Yelder's still on the bench as well. Jones, Alexic. I want to see more of Alexic, to be honest. But it is it's a decent 11. Some of the fans in the chat, what do you think that is? Do you think that is a 4? Neil being in there has confused me a little bit. Lafie, It feels like it's going to be a 4, maybe even a 5. Maybe a 5. And then Isidore up top. Prabhu says Haaland won't be joining Leeds till 2035, but it should be on a free transfer. What score are you saying, Connor? I don't know if I missed this, mate. I'm going to go with a 2-2 officially. My official prediction is a 2-2. What do you think about that? Yeah, guys, if you haven't checked out my video from earlier on as well, make sure you do so. It's probably a good little thing to focus on. It's a nice little video, even if I do say so myself. What are your thoughts then, Carl? What are your thoughts? What's your score predictions? Cara, what's your thoughts? I'm pressing you. Yeah, I think Le Bris done a really good job so far. Let's just have a quick look at the table as well before we properly get into anything else. Let's have a quick look. Turf Moor night we've got on here. Championship League tables. This is massive for Sunderland tonight. It's massive for Sunderland, it feels. We'll just have a quick look at the table. Obviously, Leeds top. Sunderland here. You know, if they get a win tonight, they go joint top with Leeds United. Joint top. You know, it is massive. It's a massive night for them, a massive game for them. Let's just have a quick little focus in, shall we? Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Because if you look at the games this weekend, Leeds have got Sheffield United, Chef Wednesday, I should say, on the Sunday. You probably expect Leeds to pick up all 3 points there. Burnley tonight, obviously, and then Sheffield United have got Norwich tomorrow at 3. You expect that to be a routine win with Borja Sainz been out. Obviously, Josh Sargent just coming back into proceedings, but that is a bit of a cut-off now. You've got to look at Sunderland and say, this is what I keep saying with them as well. Like, it's the job that's being done by Régis Le Bris. Régis Le Bris, and I can't help but focus on it so much. You know, I keep going on about it, but I think it's just an immaculate job he's doing right now. But yeah, Thunderlips, I don't disagree with you. I think they need this one. I do. I think Sunderland need this one. I think, you know, if Burnley are to win this game, if we're being realistic, if Burnley to win this game, you know, it gets them up to 55. You'd expect Sheffield United to win tomorrow. No, football doesn't work like that, but Sheffield United to get to 55. And then would Leeds win? I don't know. It's Leeds, in it. So 56 maybe. But yeah, you kind of, even if Leeds draw or Leeds lose, I guess you'd be 3 points behind them, and Leeds would be third, but you'd still be 5 points off. I think 2 out of these 4 teams will win this weekend. So I guess you've got to look at that one. 2 decent keepers on show, yeah, mate. Exactly. It's nice to watch. It's nice to watch. That's why we created the channel, mate. Just 2 decent keepers to watch. Guys, I'm just going to switch this off for a quick second, just before we do the additional bit on the preview. I'm just going to get the timer sorted, but we'll be just back in 2 seconds. Make sure you stay along, and yeah, we'll be back in just a minute. Gordon, I'm going to be there with your comment, mate, and yeah, exactly, exactly, mate. Yeah, Anson, what's his name? Luke 09, man. Luke 09. Be back in a sec, guys. There we go. Talking helps. But what do you think about Luke 09, everybody? Like Sunderland fans as well. I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say on him. I've never been that keen on him. I think I'd much rather have like Ballard. Much rather have Ballard and if you've got Mepham at the back as well. I don't really know about Luke 09. I'm not sure. Every time I've seen him, I've been a little bit like, ooh. Like Sheffield United have Jack Robinson. Leeds have Elan Melier. Burnley have... Who do Burnley have? They're quite consistent across the side, aren't they? Maybe if I'm being really harsh, Jayden Anthony. But yeah, I'm just not 100% sure on that guy, and I never have been at all. So really interested to hear what you Sunderland fans have to say about that. These are lineups again, everybody. Yeah, interesting. Sunderland fans must be buzzing for that. Enzo Le Bris. Now, I've been talking him up that much. I'm sure you guys are thinking, well, he's got to perform then. He's got to perform. But yeah, no, I'm very much of the thought process that it's a big game for him as well tonight. Big game. Imagine if he just comes in and he just doesn't look any good. My goodness, it's not going to be great, is it? Enzo and Régis. Yeah, Reese, that's it, mate. Enzo and Régis. I think it's massive for you guys. I think it's such a massive signing. It's just bridging that gap again. And I think that's what they need. I think that's what Sunderland need to bridge that gap between all of the top teams in this level. Chris says after tonight, SEFC have one more game against the other top four. That's fewer than the other three teams have against each other. Big game tonight for SAFC, but not out of the top two if they lose tonight. I think that's a good point, Chris. I think it's a really decent point, mate. And I can sort of understand where you're coming from there, mate. I think the big thing tonight is for them not to lose. I think it's big for Sunderland not to lose tonight. And if they don't lose, I think it'll be absolutely fine. They move on, just absolutely move on, get the best out of Le Bris, and I think that will happen. I genuinely believe he's going to be a really good signing. To be fair, a lot of people are saying it's going to be hit or miss, but I think it's a decent signing. I really do. So if I think it is true. Yeah, it's a good point though, mate. It's a good point. Let's have a quick look what you guys are saying. I'm so jealous of the GKs that these are. Helen, imagine if we had, or Leeds, I should say, my team. Look, I'm impartial on this channel. You guys know I'm trying to be impartial on this channel. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of you people know that I am a Leeds United fan by trade anyway. But yeah, oh my goodness, I would absolutely love it. I would absolutely love it if we had a competent goalkeeper like you guys. You've got it absolutely nailed on. We'll get the score predictions up as well. That's a good point, though, Hal. I'm so jealous. Chris said Luke 09's range of passing keeps me in the team over Ballard, often sprints attacks with through balls. As I said, Reece said, well, we better win. Missed my connection train from your neck of the woods to Burnley, currently in an Uber. Get me there 30 minutes late. Hope they let me in. Oh, shout out to you, mate. Shout out to Reece. Reece in the building. My God, mate. That's terrible. Terrible. Bird, shout out to you, Ryan, the YouTuber. I like Sunderland's Moneyball strategy, similar to Michael Brentford. If they get promoted, they should, with their approach, and not change it. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I think they've got to stick to that. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? It's made. Then again, I don't know how you go about it, Sunderland fans. I was speaking about the recruitment model earlier, and it's so unique. But what do you do? What do you do? Do you get to the Premier League and do it again? I mean, Ipswich had a pretty good recruitment model, didn't they? Not as Moneyball as Sunderland's, and how long this has been going for longevity-wise in terms of how they've been with KLD and Speakman, how they've been really invested into this. So I do wonder how this is going to work. So it is kind of a 5 across midfield. Dan Neil, Enzo Lafie, Roberts, Job, Chris Rigg. So is that Chris Rigg? It looks like a narrow attacking structure there. A really narrow attacking structure. Chris Rigg doesn't feel like he's a real out wide option, but there we go. Fair play. Here he is, Enzo Lafie, on the interview. Let's have a look. Connor, what's your obsession with the word kibosh all of a sudden? Ev, it's a good word though, isn't it, mate? It's a good word. You'll all notice that now. Kibosh, though. Yeah, I love it, mate. It's kiboshed. It's just got so. It's probably because Big John in it. You know what I mean? Big John from what is it? Bash. Yeah, it's probably from that. That's why I've just got into it. As a Leeds fan says, Helen, hoping for a 1-1. Thunderlip says both keepers may have the same pressure as Mez. I've seen more lively Tesco's than Turf Moor. Yeah. Looking forward to see Enzo Lafie play. He was a proper baller at Lorient. Yeah, shout out to En. Are you a Brentford supporter, mate? Make sure you're slapping a like on the video. Not just you, but everyone as well. As I say, it's great that we've got 42 people in here. Honestly, I expected zilch. So hopefully we can grow this over time as well, and we can do a variation of different watch-alongs as well. But shout out to all of you guys in the building. Really appreciate it. I know it's my first time doing this, so shout out to all of you guys. But yeah, as I said, these are still my key players. Brownhill and Jube. Jube. Right. Let's get these lineups up, shall we? Hold on a sec. Right. You guys have never seen a Conor McGilligan watch-along. You're in for an absolute treat. A lot of you, have a lot of you not seen me before as well? That's great. That's great. If you haven't, some of you, I can see some fresh faces in here, but it's going to be great to see some of you of me straight away. We all good? All good? Right, I just seen Cara froze. My bad, mate. Burnley bench might be the difference later on with something Tycolio should Sarmiento to come on. No Hannibal on the bench tonight, so no, you know what house are exactly, and that is true. That is true. Yeah, Hannibal. What a controversy he is. A controversial guy he is. Keep up the content. Connor keeps me entertained at work. Good man. Shout out to you, Ryan, the YouTuber. Out daft day, mate. How's it going? Good lad, En. Good to see that, man. Keep up the good work. One of the best championship content creator on YouTube. Thank you so much, bud. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we're just trying to get some of your bits and bats up here, everybody, so we can get the score lines going. I've got my little editor who's sending me bits over, so we're just getting some bits up for you guys. I don't want you just being left high and dry when we don't have any scores and all that sort of stuff. So there we go. Look at that, everyone. It's as if I've done this before. My goodness. There you go. Sunderland, Burnley. Here we go, boys and girls. I can see Helen in there. Sorry, Helen. Connor, when do you sleep or do you? Prabhu, it's a good question, mate. I'm not a great sleeper. And I wanted to do this for a while, Prabhu, to be honest. I just absolutely love football. And my girlfriend always says to me, you know, when you're knackered and when you're like, oh, you know, I'm sick of this. Not like the channels or anything like that, but I'm sick of, you know, I'm knackered, need some sleep. I'll still watch football. So, you know, it's one of those things, mate. I am my own worst nightmare when it comes to it. So in a week where I was supposed to be relaxing, you know, it's sort of post-Christmas, getting into January, you know, you're off the booze, You're just getting into that mode of which you're chilling out a little bit. Nope, I've decided to create a new business in the channel, which is a bit mental. But yeah, I think it's just going to be really cool to do some evergreen content. If you guys have seen some of the stuff on the channel already, you'll see that I'm quite fond of editing and chopping bits up and doing my own. Yeah, spending a bit on it really. I'm a bit of a perfectionist like that. So yeah, really excited to get it going, I think. But yes, probably I don't sleep. Connor, if someone had to win in this, who are you choosing? Ev, I think I'd probably edge it towards Burnley, just because of that defensive structure. Who do you think is the best dribbler in the championship? Great question. And best dribbler in the championship, I would say. Ooh, you've caught me there. Best dribbler in the championship. I would probably say, I mean, as a dribbler, as an out-and-out dribbler, I don't think Callum O'Hare's too bad. As an out-and-out dribbler. Because it's like, are you a ball progressor or you're a dribbler? See what I mean? But yeah, I don't think Callum O'Hare's bad. I think Callum O'Hare's pretty decent. Gives you the Grealishes, doesn't he? What about yourself, mate? But yes, guys, we are going to get going. Game is about to kick off very soon. Connor, do you ever sleep? Oh, it's a good question, man. Prabhu, I can always see you there, mate. Do you ever sleep? It's a funny thing, this old YouTube game, because people think it's really easy, and it's probably the hardest thing I've ever done. So, yeah, it's definitely not. I wish it was easy. I really do wish it was easy. Solomon, not a bad shout, Paul. Not a bad shout. Don't mind it all. But yeah, guys, we've nearly got 50 of you in the building. Make sure you slap a like and we'll get going. What we do on these watch-alongs, which I don't know, some of you might not be aware, but this is what we do. This is the timer, wherever it is now. We'll bring that to the top, and you can align your current score line with mine, and we get going basically on the whistle. So this isn't what it is right now. Don't worry, Championship fans. We just do one of these, a quick refresh, right? And we get going. So that's what we're going to do on the money, and we'll get going. And we'll get going as soon as this game is going to be kicking off. Ben Doak, great shout. Great shout, N. Yorkshire, Horace says, hello, Connor. Are you doing a counterpoint this Monday? Any news on who you're going to be doing it with? Yorkshire, that is on the main channel, obviously, mate. We are in conversation, mate. In conversation with someone at the minute. So hold on to your hats. I will let you know, mate. But it will be happening in the near future, of course. Rai says, just in case anyone asks, best keeper in the league is Melier. Could you become the first member of the channel as well, Rai? To be fair, I don't even know if this channel qualifies for members yet, mate. Right, I'm keeping my eye on you. Keeping my eye on you, bud. Ev says, sorry, I meant as in who would you want to win? I think Burnley create a bit of a gap to Sunderland. Oh, you mean from okay, yeah. I guess to be honest, mate, a draw wouldn't be too bad, to be honest with you. I know it sounds really sort of like Geneva and me sitting on the fence, but I'm actually just a good game of football. Sunderland always provide a good game of football, and I kind of want to see Burnley tested a little bit. The two games they had against Sheffield United, like the league's not going to be won and lost tonight, is it? Top two's not going to be won and lost tonight. But I just found it so interesting how Burnley have just been able to keep everyone sort of out. I mean, even when they went to Ellen Road, they just kept Leeds United out, didn't they? Leeds couldn't do anything. They just couldn't get past that rear guard. But what I will say is, you kind of look at that overall package when it comes to when it comes to Burnley and defensively, they just look so good. They just look so good. So I just want to see Sunderland test them a little bit and see what that's all about. Gord says Burnley 0, Sunderland 2. Probably says draw or Sunderland win, draw better for Leeds. So yeah, actually didn't realise this. Sunderland beat them earlier on in the season. Of course they did. Was that Mundell? Roberts across the face of goal. Back out to Mundell. Oh, what a finish. Sunderland fans in the comment section, it wasn't Mayenda. It definitely was Mundell. What a finish that was, by the way. I do remember that. That was really early on, wasn't it? Really, really early on. What result that was. Completely forgot about that Sunday. I was thinking, have they played each other this season? You know, have they played each other this season? But then it's like, well, yeah, of course they have. You know, we've gone way past the mark, haven't we, in terms of that next step. But yeah, guys, slap the like on the video. Really appreciate it as always. Thank you so much for all of you. First ever one I've done this, so this is great that we've got people watching. I thought I'd be here by myself, so stick with me throughout. Share it to your friends as well. The like ratio is really good right now. Can you guys? I don't know how, but we've hit 2.3k subscribers as well. Thank you so much. I can see Ryan, and I'm quite lucky in that respect from the people who come over from One Leeds as well. Even though you, Rye, were not subscribed, but I am seeing a hell of a lot of you know, Championship fans in here and Premier League fans in here, which is great to see as well. So shout out to all of you guys. It's been very, very humbling to see. So thank you so much. But we will get everything sorted. JDL, not tonight, mate. Not tonight. Keep up the good work, pal. Thank you, buddy. How's it going? And see back to mate Paul. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it on One Leeds, mate. We'll discuss it over there. This is the different channel, mate. I know you're coming in it. We'll discuss it half time, but today it's all about Burnley and Sheffield United, and Sunderland. And you can see my little demons coming in from my other channel there. But yeah. Go on, guys. Score predictions. Get it in the comment section below. Score predictions. Let us know. Come on, let's rack it up, shall we? Score predictions. I know, Paul. Don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it. Let us know in the chat, people. Oh, my first poll on this channel. Let's do it. I'm going to ask you a question, guys. Simple question. Simple question. Love the content since all Leeds days, mate. The therapy sometimes when we blow up, listening to the videos, top man, mate. Out says 2-1. 2-1. 1-1 says Ev. Sunderland Leeds are going up, mate. Just support Sunderland. I can't, Johnny. I'm trying to keep it impartial. I'm trying to not be, you know, on these championship things, mate. You've got to keep it straight down the line. What I will say is I've got family members who are big Sunderland fans. So there you go, mate. There's my little link. But I've got family members as well. I've got a couple of family members, actually, who are Burnley fans. Don't ask me how that works, but it does. 2-0 Burnley win, says N. 2-1 Sunderland. Right, here we go, everyone. Team's coming out. Teams are coming out. Two of the best keepers in the division. No reason I mentioned that. Turf Moor. Friday night. Could we have asked for anything more? Connor, what one player are you taking from Burnley and Sunderland to come into our side? GK. None of them. No, I'm joking. I'd have Job all day, twice on a Sunday. I'd have Job. I'd have a lot of Sunderland players. I think Sunderland have got a really good setup. I'd have Dennis Serkin, 100%. Serkin's the best left back in the division for me. I love Tri-Hume. I know we've got Bogle, so I won't be greedy, but I love Tri-Hume at right back. I think in the midfield, Obviously, Chris Rigg looks, what a player he looks like. He's going to be an England superstar, isn't he? That boy. But yeah, massive fan of Job. There's a lot of them, mate. They'd be to fit in the squad, obviously. But Sunderland have got a lot sorted out. I really like a lot of players in that team. I really do. Sunderland are sorted. Do you think Job can get to the heights of Jude? Well, mate, I've done a video on that. So yeah, weirdly, I've actually done quite a lot of videos on Sunderland. We've got a recruitment video, which I did today. We've got a Joe Bellingham video. I've done a Enzo Lafie video, which blew the channel up, by the way, to Sunderland fans, which was amazing. 21,000 views on that one. Couldn't believe it. But and then we've just done I think we did like a bit of Régis Le Bris piece as well. So, and they're involved in all the transfer rumours as well, aren't they, Sunderland? So, yeah, it's been a proactive period on the channel when it's come to Sunderland. So, yeah, Lee, make sure you check it out, bud. Make sure you check it out. They're all on the channel. And I'm going to start doing. Would you guys like me to do lives a little bit more over here as well? Like, because I know a lot of you, because the idea for the channel is to do like a lot of short form content, which I actually quite enjoy producing. But I can definitely go live on here. I can definitely come in and add to my workload. That's absolutely fine as well. But Lee, simple answer, I do, mate. Yeah, I do. Interestingly, actually, when you look at Job and Jude's numbers at 19 in comparison to Job's, he had more assists. I think he had more minutes as well. But Job, interestingly, I think he had about 5 more goals. So that's something to keep an eye on. Yorkshire says, will you do any live stream for Premier League matches? Yeah, 100%. I want to get into a few Premier League bits as well. Definitely want to get into a few Premier League bits as well, mate. If that'd interest you guys, then I'll definitely do that 100%. But guys, it's great actually building this channel. We're right at the bottom and I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, thank you so much for all of you in the building. Please make sure you're liking the video. And yeah, thank you so much. We've got 54 people in here. We've got 40 likes. Can we see another 11 likes on the video, guys? Will you live stream League One games? And you are a proper football head, aren't you, mate? I think, to be honest, then I wouldn't want to insult your intelligence by doing a heavy League One. Sort of having a heavy League One presence, to be honest with you, bud. What I am going to do though is 110% do Championship and Premier League, mate. Yeah, but I'm not going to insult your intelligence and pretend and tell you that I know, Barnsley's front six and all this sort of stuff. I've got decent ball knowledge, mate, but my ball knowledge doesn't extend to League One, to be honest with you. What I can do though is I'm thinking about doing a few, if I'm honest with you, abroad games as well. Abroad games, so that'd be pretty cool. Right, I'll post that on the channel now. Live now, watching the game. Come join people. Right, everyone. Big game. Big game. Here we go. Right, we're going to get the timer up. Don't worry, we've not started. On the whistle. You'll hear me go. Don't worry, that time is going to keep going. I'm going to refresh it as soon as we kick. Sunderland fans making a lot of noise already. Sunderland fans, is it confusing? When you're singing, and if you've ever, obviously when you played Newcastle, because they have that Boot Boys song, don't they? And when you guys are singing, "We are the Sunderland," Sunderland, does it ever get a bit confusing because the songs kind of mesh a little bit? Let me know. something I've because I heard you singing it in your derby, and you were just, it was kind of like going against each other, and I thought it was quite a good noise actually. I quite enjoyed it. I'd love an Intercity rivalry. I'd absolutely love an Intercity rivalry. But we'll get going on the timer, everybody. I think we've got Jayden Anthony and Burnley are kicking from left to right. Jayden Anthony about to take it. Go on my whistle. We're not 1 minute 36 in, but we'll be going. Here we go. Bosh. My first ever watch along, everybody. Burnley versus Sunderland. Here we go. Black Folky in the building, Floki in the building. Shout out to you, mate. Sunderland fan, enjoyed your recent videos. Good luck with the channel, mate. Shout out to you, man. Hopefully, I'll see you a little bit more often. A little bit more often on the channel. Okay, Brownhill immediately on the offence. Sunderland come away with it. Bellingham striding forward, cuts back, wins a free kick. Well done, Joe Bellingham. I think he's starting to look a lot more like Jude as well in his facial structure. He's getting a bit more of a prominent jawline, is Job. Just stuff I've noticed. Not weird. He is 19, but yeah. Sunderland fan, mad excited to see Lafitte. I bet, mate. Big game player. Yeah, it's a big one. Here he is on the ball now. Number 28, already involved. Yeah, I'm excited to see him as well, mate. Excited to see what he's... what a signing. What a signing. Luke 09 spreads the ball. Ooh, Hume does well. Sunderland starting the game on the front foot. Ball out wide. Enzo Lafitte. Mr. Lafitte with a terrible ball in. Sunderland fans, just so you know, if he does anything wrong, you guys need to be on the defense. You guys need to be on the defense because you are going to get hammered. You're going to get hammered. No one. He's the highest profile signing this season. The highest profile signing. And what happens with that is pressure comes with that. So with pressure, it either makes diamonds or it falls apart. So yeah, there is going to be a lot of Championship fans wanting him to fail, and I'm sure Newcastle fans as well. As Burnley have the ball now. Good start, though. Do you think Job is ready for the Prem? Yeah, I do, En. I do. Sickening seeing Brighton fans chanting George's name last night. I know, mate. Yeah. Drummer, he couldn't finish at Leeds, but now he suddenly can finish. To be fair, even the way Job moves nowadays is a lot more reminiscent of Jude. It is. It's the long strides. It's the head down. Yeah, he is. He's very reminiscent of him. And he's bigger than him as well. I can't believe he's 6'3". I can't believe he's 6'3". You know, because I think Jude's about 6'1.5", 6'2". Big lads, aren't they? Could play centre back, really. I think Job's a little bit more filled out with Sunderland win a free kick. Sunderland kit looks shocking. Not a fan of you. I know what you mean, Evan. I've heard it too. Probably the highest profile player in the history in the Championship. Let me think. Sorry, guys, sorting out the timer. Patterson nearly closed down there. Had to get rid of it. It's already a competitive game. It's very intense. Sunderland with a bit of a press. Yeah, probably the only one I would say, mate, who goes on that slant as in profile would be Craig Bellamy. Do you remember when he went to Cardiff? That's probably one, but I don't know if he was in the Premier League. I know he went down with Cardiff into the Championship, but Bellamy's probably the big one. Obviously, because he was at Liverpool, wasn't he? Man City, Newcastle, Blackburn. Big profile player. But yeah, from abroad. Neves, yeah, another one there. Shout out to you, mate. Really good shout. Yeah, I'd probably say, Conan, to be honest, because you've not got him on a signing permanent, I'm pretty sure, didn't Wolves sign him for 19 million quid from Porto and he was playing in the Champions League? Sirkin gets over Anthony. It's poor from Sirkin. Ball played in the box. Sirkin dived in there a little bit. He went in kind of aggressive against Jayden Anthony. Jayden Anthony just moved his body out the way. They went straight direct. But what's interesting, is it going to be a bit of a Jayden Anthony versus Dennis Sirkin down there? I wouldn't normally fancy Anthony's chances against Sirkin, but he won that individual battle there. But Neves is up there, 100%. Yeah, as I say, he came from Porto, didn't he? Evan says, was only born in 05, but where does Rafinha fit in an all-time Leeds debate? By far the best. Oh, mate, Rafinha, man. He's arguably the best player in the world right now, isn't he? Let's be honest. Burnley corner. Oh, Jaden Anthony. Oh. First effort on goal, Lyle Foster. Poor defending from Sunderland there, actually. Ball played into the box. It was a terrible ball in. Nearly hit Enzo Lafitte's head, who was on the periphery of the box there. Terrible ball in. Good anticipation from Lyle Foster. First effort on goal comes Burnley's way. Side netting, 0-0. Lee says Pablo Hernandez is definitely the best champ signing. Yeah, I mean, look, come on. We have to talk about that, don't we? Like Jay Stansfield signing for Birmingham in League One. The thing is, Lee, it's more about profile. It was more about profile. That's the only thing when it comes to Pablo Hernandez. When we first signed him, obviously, well, when Leeds first signed him, we got him from, was it Qatar? He wasn't the highest of profile signings then, was he? Enzo Lafitte definitely is. I think Ruben Neves are probably edge, to be honest. Sirkin. It's not a foul. Burnley coming into it a little bit more here. Jaden Anthony whipping a good ball in, headed out. Oh, good feet. Really good feet by Stev. Sunderland just need to be careful here. Ball played forward. Excellent ball played forward. Sunderland on the transition. James Trafford's committed. Isidore. Oh, flipping heck. What an opportunity there for Isidore if he just got that touch. And that is where Sunderland are going to be able to hurt Burnley. If Burnley are piling forward, they don't have a lot of defensive speed when it comes to that recovery. When you look at Cullen, when you look at the likes of Esteve, if he's pushing towards the halfway line as well, Brownhill, Laurent, there's not a lot of pace there. If you can turn them around, with Enzo Lafitte, with Chris Rigg, with Joe Bellingham, and with Isidore, big opportunities there. If Sunderland can just keep that defensive structure and then hit them on the counter-attack, there's opportunities there. 100% against Burnley. In that transitional phase, definitely. That was a good opportunity for Sunderland there. Burnley, it's a good game so far. 6-7 minutes in, it's a good game. I'm enjoying it. Oh, Sirkin again, and Jaden Anthony going head-to-head there. Anthony thought he should have got a foul there on 7 minutes. Sirkin, that's a battle, everybody. Keep an eye on that. And they're targeting it. So interesting. And I wonder why. It's actually a really good touch by Jaden Anthony. Ball in his stride. Maybe a little bit heavy. It's a really good touch, to be fair to him, on his weaker foot. And, Sirkin, he needs to get up to speed a little bit because Jaden Anthony's giving him a bit of a run right now. But lovely ball there from Egan Riley as well, who seems to, he's doing it again here. He's shaping up every time, and he's just played the ball there to Jaden Anthony. Interesting how they're exploiting that. Sunderland fans, let me know what you think in the chat below. I wonder why Dennis Sirkin is getting targeted here by Burnley, because that's definitely a ploy. It's now the 4th time it's happened in just over 7 minutes. Interesting. Sirkin's not fully fit there. There you go. He's forced back because Alace's injury. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I have a Jordan Pataka jersey. Got him to sign at Shamrock Rovers friendly. Yeah, mate. Pataka, what a player. 5-star skills. Ball played inside anyway. Burnley go in there again. Here we go, exploiting it. I say exploiting it. It's a bit heavy, but they're going for that every single time. Anthony versus Sirkin. They are just targeting that left-hand side. Interesting what you Sunderland fans are saying about Sirkin just coming back. Anthony going up against him again, putting the ball in. Here's really important that Sunderland are winning these second balls, because that ball is just going to get delivered in consistently. They need to be winning these second balls. Burnley just getting a feel for it at the minute as Esteve is on the ball. On the other side, at last here, Burnley. Bashir Humphreys, what a signing he's been for the Clarets. Anthony gets muscled off the ball so easily, like Aronson. Anthony again, though. A lot of the time, he's not actually looking to ball played in again by Anthony. Oh, Connor Roberts. What a chance. The ball deflected off Tri-Hume straight into Connor Roberts' path. Didn't know it was there. Swiped it with his left foot. Now, my observation is here, Sunderland fans. I think you've got to get Enzo Lafitte helping out Sirkin a bit more here. You've got to get Enzo Lafitte coming back, doubling up a little bit. This can't continue. This can't continue on this right-hand side for me. Sirkin, as you've just mentioned, back from injury. Roberts is on that overlap as well. Enzo Lafitte, it's going to take him time, but he's got to get back into that structure a little bit for me. Sirkin's getting isolated here. Enzo Lafitte's going to have to work hard, very, very hard against, one of the best teams in the division. Trafford, Sunderland pressing high again, which has worked which is working well, actually. It's good. It's really good pressing from Sunderland here. Humphries tries to get out of it. He does so. And it's a throw into Burnley. Yeah, Conan I am as well, mate. I thought Reg had been out left. That's why I was confused, to be honest, when I saw the lineup. Shows our depth that Anthony doesn't get a look in to be our 5th best winger. Anthony on it tonight. Yeah, he does look decent, mate. He does. Lee Todd says, fair enough. It's like, oh, Sunderland with another press. Lee Jellicoe, I don't know your history, but that much. Yeah, red and white. Are you talking about the kits? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so James Trafford anyway. Yeah, good game. I've enjoyed the start of the game, to be honest. Shout out to all the new people as well. We've got nearly 70 people in the building. This is my first ever watch on. Welcome. If we could rack those likes up and get maybe 60, 70 likes in the building, everyone, that would be amazing. But yeah, I'd say strongest start from Burnley so far without doing anything, but a really good transitional moment for Sunderland. Burnley coming away with it now. Brownhill. Most assists and most goals in this Burnley setup. Josh Brownhill. Have you ever heard that before? It's ridiculous, isn't it? Lauren, who I think has been a really good signing for them as well. Bashir Humphries. The interesting thing about Burnley is they've just got that consistency across the squad now. Lauren again. Plays the ball inside. Bashir Humphries. Good football. Rig gets involved. And obviously, Rig is it Rig's first game back from injury as well? You know, a lot of players who've just come back here. You know, are they fully match fit? Enzo shouldn't be playing out. Yeah. He looks nippy. He's got a really nice left foot, but I wouldn't be putting Enzo Le Bris out wide personally. I think Roberts has done really, really well there. He's kept it off Luke O'Nien. Job comes away with it now. Okay, now we can really see Enzo Le Bris breaking into space. Lovely weighted pass. Joe Bellingham has to check back there, but he's kept hold of the ball, Joe Bellingham. That's what I love about Bellingham. It's his consistency. His consistency is so good. Yeah, Conan, I know, unbelievable. I saw that online. Bad pass. It's Try Hume. Lyle Foster coming away with it. Big opportunity here. Jaden Anthony. Excellent chance for Burnley. Anthony, it's a brilliant save by Patterson. Excellent save by Patterson. Jaden Anthony should be scoring. Burnley break through. Transitional moment again. That key word. It's poor from Try Hume. Goes for that first contact. The ball through into that midfield. Gets it all wrong. Lyle Foster comes away with it. Breaks through the middle of the park. Plays the ball to Jaden Anthony. It's a good effort. Should have scored. But that's where Patterson's been brilliant for Sunderland over his campaign in that green jersey. Really good save. Really good stop. Comfortable height for him, but a good stretch. Anthony should be scoring. Remains 0-0. Burnley corner. Yeah, Gordon, exactly. 77% possession. Short corner. Brownhill again, who loves a pop. Little dink into the box. Burnley started well. Has to be said, everybody. They're the team on top. Josh Laurent goes on the outside, puts the ball into the box. Fizzed in. And my goodness, it looked like Mepham had put it into his own net from this angle. It looked like he put it into his own net. He hasn't. For me there, Josh Laurent goes past. Is it Isidore way too easily? Isidore's got to close him down quicker than that. And Mepham, flipping out, looked like he put it in his own net. Excellent ball in by Josh Laurent. It's pacey, it's low, and Mepham has to get something on it there. It's a good clearance. Remains 0-0. Another Burnley corner, and the pressure is ramping up. Ball played in this time, not short. It's a good ball in as well. It's kept live by Egan Riley. Sunderland get rid of it. Burnley throw. Chris, so odd seeing good players. It feels like it's all Burnley. It is, mate. It is. I love it how Black Floki's just in here talking to Lee about the kit colours. I'm absolutely all on board with that. 76 people in the building, everybody. Can we get 76 likes? That's the task. Thank you so much for all of your support. My first watch along. I have to say, I know, you know, a lot of people might not think it's great, but 74 new people on a new channel is amazing. I can say, look, this interaction's amazing as well. So thank you so much for all of your support. Burnley, Sunderland, general fans, and Leeds fans as well. You know, I know a lot of you've come over. Thank you so much for your tremendous support. And slap a like on the video as well, everybody, if you want to see some more bits in and around football as well. Okay, Cullen. Not really got a lot of the ball so far. Connor Roberts. Jaden Anthony again. Sirkin's getting a little bit tighter to him this time, which I think is a good strategy, but he's flipped off him there. The old 1-2 in and around the back. 09's got to keep an eye on that. 09 has to keep an eye on that. Sunderland come away with it now. Joe Bellingham striding through the midfield, matched by Zian Fleming. Enzo Lafie. I like his weight of pass. He's a very good technical player. Another good technical player is fouled there in Patrick Roberts, or is it Chris Rigg? Chris Rigg, I think. Cheers, Conan. No, I appreciate that, mate. I appreciate that. That's why I created this, mate. I appreciate that. You want to hear me waffling on about Leeds? There's a channel there for that, mate. Okay, Sunderland free kick. Sunderland fans, let me know on that kit. What's the explanation behind the kit? It looks a little bit like a Christmas tree. The patterns on the side. Are you all fans of that? I'm not sure I am, No offense. Okay, Enzo Lafie over it and Sirkin. Oh, it's Roberts, actually. Ball in. Lovely weighted ball. 09 wins it. Joe Bellingham on the outside. Can he get a shot away? No. It's where Burnley's defence is so strong. Offside. And you can see already, and I know Burnley have been in possession, heavy possession. But you can see already that it's resolute. It's absolutely resolute. And that's why that early transitional chance with Isidore, got to make the opportunity with that. Evan, I could do, mate. Could do. Definitely could do. Great 15 minutes, so much like action, like 30. Ev says live streams, as in with other channels talking about Championship. Definitely, mate. Yeah. 100%. We'll get Ben Bloom on and all your favourites. We'll end up doing that. Oh, Fleming wins it. Deflection by Tri-Hume. Looked like maybe a little bit of a handball there, but no, that would be extremely harsh. Extremely harsh. Tri-Hume is the most Irish-looking person I've ever seen. Brilliant. Patterson, look at that distribution. Sunderland fans, I'm jealous. That is a left-footed mid-range switcheroo. Absolutely love that. Bellingham with some fantastic close control there. Intercepted, though. Burnley come away with it. Burnley started the game well. Anthony, probably been the best player. Sirkin, though, closed him down. Really good tackle there by Dennis Sirkin. Bellingham. Dan Neil. Moves the ball well. Tri-Hume with the overlap. It's again, his passes cut it out. I like Tri-Hume doing that, though. First time passes. Keeps that tempo. Roberts. No commentary on BBC website or BBC Sound, so it's all you, Connor. No problem, mate. I can do that. A little bit more sporadic. I'm not just going to tell you every single pass, but I'll let you know, mate. I'll let you know. Hi, Connor. A draw we need. Yeah, mate, definitely. Right, okay. Oluko9's done well there. Steeped forward a little bit. It's not quite work. A little bit of it's a homage to an old kit. Okay, Fleming has made such a difference to Burnley. Yeah, what a goal that was against Blackburn to win it. A Burnley player's gone down. Interesting. Off the ball. Looks like Cullen. Keep an eye on that one. Goes down a little bit gingerly there. Interesting. Well, says Thomas Jack. Well, indeed. Hello. Funnily enough, our fans gave Pato shit for his distributor, mate. Well, look, from what I've seen with Patterson, and I've watched him in the big games, I think his distribution's been absolutely fine. And that, by the way, to just roll it out to your left side and put a mid-range chip in when Sirkin's under pressure by two players, that's nice. Both these teams would test Leeds. Yep, definitely would and have. From Ireland, Connor, we are so... Only joy from international football has been from Messi. Yes, mate. The king. Ball played forward. Isidore! Ooh! Opa. And was he onside, Isidore? Wilson, Isidore, Sunderland's... I wouldn't say it was the best chance of the game, but it's Sunderland's first shot. He's offside, but obviously no VAR. Gets in behind that absolutely impenetrable Burnley defence, who have played look like they sorted a little bit of a high line there. He's got to get that on target for me. He's got to get that on target. 2 really lovely touches. Bit of the Thierry Henry's as well there. Knee, volley. A lot of the Thierry Henry's about him, hasn't he? Sunderland win the header. Sunderland getting into it a little bit more now. A little bit more of a competition. Sirkin's getting about, mate. Sirkin is getting about. He's falling around. He's putting tackles in. Love to see it. Roberts. Egan Riley. Also, your early question about the away kit. I adore it, mate. It's a callback. Right, okay, there you go. So when it's a callback, mate, we all love it, don't we? Ooh, try-hume foul by Bashir Humphries. Well done. Yeah, mate, if it's a callback, I'm all for that. Fair enough. Reece Chadwick, hat trick, puts Leeds under 23. See what I mean? the great Leeds fans just follow me. Reece Chadwick, Leeds United under 21s. I don't know, Gav. We can talk about it on the other channel, mate. For me, lads, all 3 kits are good this year. They do look better close up, but it's the links with the area hidden in the pattern of the home and third kit. What's the Sunderland? What's the black? What's the, because the colours are black, white, and red, aren't they? Because I put red and white. I think someone said it's red and black, but it is red and white, isn't it? I've not gone absolutely mental. Ball played over the top. Isidore up against the Stev again. Isidore's done really well. Strength, unlucky goal kick. Isidore started well, though. He started well. The only reason I asked that is, why was it the red and white? Is there any story behind it? Interesting. What do you think of the Tony Mowbray as West Brom new manager? And I think it's a really good appointment. I think it's a really, really good appointment. I like Tony Mowbray, and we're going to be doing a video on it on this channel, mate. Yeah, really like him. I have a Melee shirt and poster above my bed. I love him. I know you do, mate. You're a big fan. We need a Sunderland win tonight. I would like Leeds to bring the 74 kit back with a modern twist. Yeah, not bad shout. It's red, white with black shorts. There you go. There you go, mate. There you go. Yeah, he has won the league with Brom. I think Mowbray's a good addition. Stabilise the ship as well. There's a bit of continuity there. Yeah, I think they'll do well to get Mowbray. He's underrated, I think, Tony Mowbray. You know, fantastic job at Blackburn. Really good job at Blackburn. Was unlucky. Ball forward. To be honest, guys, it's a bit of a tame game at the minute. You guys are keeping it up. You are. You really are, which is good. Patterson, and it does look automatically like it's going to be a draw already, which I think would be Burnley's 4th draw. Luke O'Nine does well there. Sirkin under a bit of pressure is not a foul at all. Enzo goes back. Luke O'Nine. Conan, it was either you or someone else who said that his distribution is good, mate. Not seeing a lot of it there. I'm on a season. But I think Ballard back there. I don't know. Ability-wise, as a footballer, surely Dan Ballard is better than Luke O'Nine. I know Luke O'Nine's a maniac, and he just doesn't care, does he? He's just so confident. He just marauds in. I feel like sometimes he's just got, very similar to a player Leeds used to have called Berardi. No sort of fear with anything. I feel like that is Luke O'Nine, just no fear. Roberts. Sunderland enjoying a little bit of possession here. Luke O'Nine. Job. Dan Neil. The old switcheroo. Nodded back. They're just solid at the back, Burnley. They're just solid at the back. I think what I would suggest right now is with Sunderland, I think they've got to really concentrate on those second balls. If they're playing that long ball to Isidore, who can definitely win the long balls, by the way, they've got to get Enzo Lafitte around him. They've got to get Bellingham around him. Unfortunately, right now, that second ball is dropping to Burnley. That's where Burnley thrive. You know, teams don't press too many players too high up against Burnley because they're going to get caught. Lyle Foster coming forward here. Brilliant feet. What a player he's going to be, by the way, in the Championship. What a player he's going to be in the Championship. Fire's over, but Foster's been a dangerous one this game. Driving through, inverting, winning that one there in terms of the ball, and they just can't keep up with him, Sunderland there. eventually closed down by Try Hume, who just puts him off. Yeah, I love Mowbray at Sunderland. Wish him luck. I think Luke thinks he's a great leader. Ballard has a few shaky moments when he came back in. That being said, if we went up with Ballard, yeah, mate, he couldn't be Luke O'Nien. He just couldn't be Luke O'Nien at the back in the Premier League. Trust me, coming from a recently relegated Leeds United, having anyone in the Premier League who is not sort of like 8, 9 out of 10 Championship standard, you are just pissing in the wind. There's no point. Seriously. Even from when Sunderland were up there, which is, a while ago now, the level has got so much better. So much better. Like, I realistically think, like, there is like a 98% chance that all teams that go up this season, let's say if it is Leeds, Burnley, Sheffield United or Sunderland, every single team will probably come back down. There's like a 9 out of 10 chance every single team will come straight back down. That's the reality of it. It's very sad. But, I was just watching like Brighton last night and how they just completely killed off Ipswich after Ipswich had a really good first half. 100 million spent, Ipswich, and they've almost set up for the Championship, haven't they? Liam Delap, Hutchison, Greaves, the Jack Clark. They've got a really good base for the Championship, but just competing. I mean, they always say that your second go at the Premier League, you're more set up, you're ready financially as well, and your squad's in a better state. That second go at the Premier League is always a little bit better. Your squad's a little bit more balanced. That first one, though, is just hell. It is hell. So, it's there can't be any sort of insinuation that, right now, any of these teams stay up with the quality. They've got really good passage of play there. Dan Neil on the ball. Lovely play. Sunderland in the midfield are a really good team to watch, I think. They're really good on the ball. Good weight of pass. Good passing accuracy. Enzo Lafay on the ball now. Him and Sirkin's an interesting partnership on this left-hand side. Sirkin, brilliant. Evening, Connor, mate, and hope all is well. Shout out to you, Nat. Hope you liked the video yesterday, mate. You need to get sharing that, my man. Get you as a mod in here, mate. Shout out to you, Nat. Really appreciate your support, mate. Read your comment yesterday on the video. Thank you so much. As much as I can adore Lukey can be a liability, would be hilarious watching him. Yeah, it would, Conan. Are you based in Sunderland, mate? I've got very, very close friends who are based in Sacriston, or as they say, Sacriston, Sunderland, or Durham. It's not Sunderland, is it? It's Durham. Can't believe I once thought Melier would break into France's national side. Yeah, Evan, neither can I, mate. I never thought that. Ever. I think Ipswich will be safe, to be honest. They make every game a battle and look capable of winning after that Arsenal performance we did. Yeah, and says, I think even if Sunderland get promoted, they should take note of Brentford. We didn't have to spend 100 million. Yeah, I mean, you guys are, and what an example you guys are. Sunderland have got an interesting model, though, and they've got a very similar model to you guys, and I think it's that incremental development every single time. So season on season on season, Brentford got closer and closer and closer. Every single time they were unlucky, which is, the Joe Bryan goal, wasn't it? Fulham and Brentford in the final was the epitome of that. But yeah, Brentford were getting closer every single season. I think Sunderland are getting incrementally better every single season with that Moneyball approach, very similarly to Brentford. And obviously Brentford uses its score odds to use their data. And I was doing a video today on on the recruitment of Sunderland. I was doing a bit of research on it. They do something very similar in terms of data-driven identification. James Trafford playing out from the back there, and it might go out for a corner here. Great pressing from Sunderland, pressing as a unit, and it's a throw. Force Burnley into a mistake at the back, which never happens. But yeah, so something interesting there in terms of, Brentford's little incremental increase and how they've been able to bridge the gap a little bit. Sunderland have a very similar data model. Can that be done, though, nowadays? Can that be done? Yes, Conan. Good lad. Luke O'Nien. Mepham driving forward. Does well. Does really well. Oh, ball forward. Oh, he's offside. Sunderland have scored. It's in the back of the net. It's Chris Rigg. He puts it away. It's 1-0 Sunderland, but he's offside. To be fair, the line-out, let's have a look at this. Was he off? Yeah, he's off. Well done, Lino. Sunderland fans would have felt minging there. But that was brilliant from Mepham. Drove forward. Burnley had to come out and defend there. They had to come out and defend because then obviously Mepham would have gone through the whole team. Better from Sunderland. Much better this. Burnley just getting dragged back a little bit. Bashir Humphreys. It's a really good press. Sunderland committing to the press here. That's another throw in. Sunderland are forcing errors. Sunderland are forcing errors. Ball into the box. Jobe receives it. Headed out. Sirkin. Ooh, chased by Jaden Anthony. Jaden Anthony. Yeah, and Burnley forced them all the way back. But Jaden Anthony did well there. Good defending. Yeah, guys, so let me know. Do the Geordies have the same song? Because I swear I've heard this song from Newcastle. It's obviously not the Conan. That distribution, mate. Patterson's always been bad on it, distribution-wise. But yeah, because you hear the Newcastle one, don't you? We are the Geordies, the Geordie Boot Boys. So what's the Sunderland one? What's the Sunderland one? Because it seems like it's got the same ring to it. I now believe that I've probably had all of you Sunderland subscribers unsubscribing after I dared to sing that song. Has it gone quiet in the game? Scrappy. It is scrappy, mate. It's a scrappy game. Sunderland growing into it. Burnley, I'd say, had the first bit of it. Oh, Isidore! Oh, he's rapid, isn't he? He is rapid. Jesus, he absolutely ate up the ground there on James Trafford. Bellingham pressing now. Isidore now going out to the centre-back as well. Fantastic pressing unit here from Sunderland. They're forcing Burnley back. It's just that little bit of quality at the end. Lafie, who's actually been quite quiet on the ball anyway. But Sunderland looking really, really assured here. So far, not had a lot of it. It's been an even game, but you know, it's another performance of which you're looking at Sunderland and thinking they are a good team. They're a good team to watch. Very good combinations. Patrick Roberts has given Rick. That's so bad from Patrick Roberts. And guys, I think he's the one this season who's actually been the least impressive out the Sunderland side for me anyway, the underperformer. Chris Rigg goes for a simple 1-2 there in a really good position. They've actually got, it's a 2v1 situation there. Riggs in a really good position. Isidore's in the box. It's a poorly weighted pass from Patrick Roberts. It's a simple pass. Really disappointing for him. That's all I want. Keep them in the half, making mistakes. See that Chef U fan has come back. Connaughton's went missing. Yeah, mate. Well, they've got to win now, haven't they? They've got to win. He's not as quick as Bamford. Oh, my goodness. Agreed. I felt we needed to get right-wing competition this window as Roberts is our only option. Yeah, maybe the Luke 09 stuff's a little bit slanderous when you kind of look at a bit of a weak link in Roberts at the minute. I just see Roberts and I'm obsessed with technically gifted football players, and he's one of those. But yeah, not performance level isn't great. Lyle Foster, who looks like a real menace, puts the ball in, headed out by Chris Mepham. He's growing into the game as well. I have to say, Lyle Foster looks a little bit of a menace. But Burnley, they don't look. There's something about Burnley, isn't there? I think Burnley, I actually think one of the most impressive players is Egan Riley. I think his distribution's excellent with both feet. He's a combative defender. He's a leader from the back. His younger brother actually plays for Tottenham Hotspur, but he looks a really decent player, Egan Riley. As Trafford boots the ball into touch. Poor. Yeah. Nearly 100 people on the live, everybody. Thank you so much. Make sure you slap a like. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome to my channel. How are you all doing? But yeah, Sunderland growing into the game, I feel, here. Sunderland definitely growing into the game. Burnley though, it's been a shootout. It's been a shootout. The menace of the game for both sides, I'd say Isidore, definitely the biggest menace. I didn't realize how quick he was there. My goodness, eating up that road on James Trafford there. And I'd have to say, out the full game now, Burnley's biggest danger is Lyle Foster. He looks very, very good inverting. Try Hume's gonna have to be careful there. And because he's inverting all the time, the centre-back's got to be aware. Because if he's inverting, Try Hume's he's gonna skip in and leave Try Hume. So that's where you've got to get, Chris Mepham being very aware. Sunderland closing the half spaces down well. Cullen. Anthony. Free kick. Looks soft. Looks soft. How's that new player getting off Sunderland? Just joined. Shout out to you, Tom. Yeah, we're just giving away a free kick there, mate. Silly free kick. He's not been in the game as much. Lovely weight of pass. Looks nice and elegant on the ball. I think I've mentioned earlier on in the exchanges. I think he needs to help Sirkin a little bit. There's Connor Roberts who's constantly available for that option. You know, that overlap. He needs to get back. Sirkin was getting doubled up on it, felt by Robertson and Anthony a little bit earlier on, but yeah, Lafay's got back and he's helping a little bit more now, the 24-year-old. But it's his first game. What a game to come into as well. It couldn't have been, with all the respect, Plymouth at home, could it? Would you take this as a final score, Connor? From a Leeds perspective, it would be a good one, mate. It would. Is his younger brother plays with Tottenham? It means Leeds will take him on. Do you know what the funniest thing was, Tom? The only reason I know that is because of the Leeds links. Yeah. But yeah, we've hit 104. Shout out to all of you live members. Please make sure you're liking, and shout out to all of you. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe as well. How many? Okay, we've got Jaden Anthony over the free kick here. Deliveries haven't been great so far. Plays it back. Brownhill. Custom corner. Options at the back post. Nearly. Good little corner move that from Burnley. Oh, Roberts has slipped. My goodness, the wrong time to slip for Patrick Roberts. He slipped at the wrong moment there, and Brownhill on that flank. He was in. Just had to play a good ball across. Patterson does well. Well done, Patterson. Blokey says if Roberts could improve his final third decision, he'd be playing at a top-end team. His ability on the ball is top. Yeah, he's technically a very good player, mate. This is why, well, once again, he's followed your recruitment model as well, so he's clearly got a little bit of something about him. Not every signing will work, but Roberts is still there, and he was clearly identified, wasn't he? But yeah, technically, he's a good footballer. But yeah, I agreed. I agree. Is that final product. It's lessened as well. It's his development hasn't really happened at Sunderland, has it? Hasn't really happened. Dan Neil. Tackled. Roberts. Zian Fleming. Breaking the lines a little bit here again. Roberts left defensively, a little bit lapse here. Hume's going to have to get close to Lyle Foster. Foster gets past him, but doesn't recover the ball. Well done, Dan Neil. Well done, Dan Neil. Recovered that well, but Burnley have the ball back now with Stev. It is an absolute chess match, this. An absolute chess match. Josh Laurent. No space for Burnley to move. Good defensive structure by Sunderland. They've gone into a midfield 5. Roberts. Sunderland just need to push up now, and they have done as a unit. Roberts follows, meaning Egan Riley has to go home. Trafford. And Isidore. Look at Isidore, man. Like a horse. Lyle Foster does well. His acceleration, Isidore, is terrifying. A little bit of space here. It's a poor ball from Brownhill. Okay, double. Here we go again. Enzo Lafay needs to get back. Jaden Anthony, terrible ball in. Yeah, terrible ball in. Just there's a little bit of an instance there, guys, on near 39 minutes where Enzo Lafay's got to be right at it when it comes to Roberts. This was an example that I was talking about a little bit earlier. Roberts is already there waiting for that overlap. Enzo Lafay gets back a little bit quicker this time, but it can't be Dennis Sirkin up against 2 of them because he's just going to get run down, especially when he's just come back from injury. But it's so obvious. Also, Conan, penny for your thoughts there, mate. That's now Patterson with 2 terrible goal kicks. But yeah, he's got to be right on it. Sunderland have got to be right on it defensively. Mowbray appointed at West Brom. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. We'll do something on that tomorrow or the day after. Need a rest at some point. Oh, Jaden Anthony's just absolutely skinned Sirkin. Ball played in the box. Oh, Lyle Foster's robbed. Dan Neil. Job does well. Brilliant work by Joe Bellingham. Excellent midfield defensive play from Bellingham there. Wins a free kick in a tricky situation for his team. Oozing Premier League class in that midfield there. Recovered it. Needed him there, Sunderland. Really needed that physical presence. and he's done well. He's won his side a free kick in a tricky area. I think you can, Chris, mate. Yeah. Sign Roberts in League One, says Daniel Luke. Fair play. Job is an ox this season. Pato distribution. He's strong at pens and one-on-ones. Here comes Sunderland again. Good bit of transitional movement. Oh, Brownhill just gets ahead. Oh, yeah, it's a foul. Oh, Sunderland have got away with that. That looked like a foul. Mepa, Monzian, Fleming. Enzo Lafie. Lovely weighted pass again. Joe Bellingham on the overlap. There goes Enzo Lafie looking for the ball back. Bellingham elects to go inside. Goes back to Dennis Sirkin. The opportunity there to deliver with Isidore and two others in the box there. I think that's Tri Hume over there as well. Sunderland have grown into this game. If you're a Sunderland fan, you've got to be quite happy with that. Try Hume, really good 1-2. Hume, ball into the box, bad ball. Bellingham wins that second ball, which I was challenging Sunderland to do. In the first exchanges, they weren't winning that second ball. Enzo Lafie, Sirkin on the overlap. Good ball in. Back post, Roberts. Deflected, headed out. Esteve, Bellingham. Sunderland winning the second ball again. They've just got to keep it up. There's a roar from the Black Cats in the away end there. Burnley winning the exchange there. Mepham. Burnley just need to come on a little bit more right now. They're in that defensive structure, but they've lost a bit of zip. I'd say Sunderland look a lot more dangerous now. Lafie. Régis says, hey up, Connor Blades fans here. Rivalry apart. I've got to say, content is top notch, mate. Ooh. Hold on, mate. Isidore chasing down Esteve. I tell you what, Isidore, we're unlucky. Isidore's a big problem if they start getting the ball into him. He's just an absolute monster, isn't he? Okay. Hey up, Connor Blades fan. Rivalry apart. Got to say, your content is top notch, mate. Keep up the great work. Good luck rest of the season. Hope we both go. Good lad, Rye. Top man. Good to see Blades fans in here as well. Anthony. Connor Roberts, 1-2. Ooh. A little bit of space here for Patrick Roberts. Only got Isidore ahead of him, though. This is where Sunderland need to help him out. He's going 1v1 against Humphreys. Don't know where he's going to go here. Cul-de-sac, but he's done well. Josh Laurent there for company as well. He somehow span out of that Patrick Roberts. Cuts inside. It's okay. It's deflected out to Sirkin. Did well there, Roberts. Rig. No, I think that's a bit of a poor ball. Ooh, maybe a goal kick. Goal kick. Yeah, I think he is your weak point, mate. Definitely. It must be nice only to having to put up with poor distribution in goal. Yep, can't see Everton going down. The wife, can we watch Traitors on catch-up? You can. I'm watching Connor. Yes, Tom. Get it told, mate. Get it told. And look, Tom, if you want to get her on, I'll tell her, mate. I'll let her know. Tom's having a nice Friday evening watching Burnley vs Sunderland. He can't stand the commentary. So he's listening to Connor's dulcet Yorkshire tones. To get it told, mate. Top man, Tom. Oh, dear. Worst side after 21 games in Prem history. Who are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about Southampton. Yeah, what an absolute sham. Absolute sham. And I'm sorry, but on a basic level, right? On a basic level, the new Southampton manager, look, I am getting about as much inspiration if I'm a player from a chocolate teapot than him. I mean, his interviews are boring. He's just completely it sounds Monday. There's nothing. There's no vigor about him. There's no enthusiasm. It's these little points of which I'd be focusing on, and as a player, and flipping heck, he'd be giving me none of that. Enzo Lafie anyway on the box here. Lafie does well. Goes at goal, left-footed ball. Ooh, nearly a little bit of magic there from Enzo Lafie. Yeah, he was. And good little combination there from Burnley. Can't quite get out of it though. Sunderland have got to capitalise. I think they've got to capitalise a little bit on this. They're growing into it. They're definitely growing into it. I don't know why Southampton continues to play out from the back. They've given so many. They're just a lost cause at the minute, mate. They are a lost cause at the minute, Southampton. Try Hume. Ball forward. Bellingham. Ooh, if he'd have got a touch on that, Isidore wasn't far away from him. I quite like it when Sunderland are going forward and when they're building up and when they want to bypass that midfield. What they tend to do is Job tends to push up on the other centre back whilst Isidore goes on the left centre back, which I quite like as well because it gives just that physical dominance of two centre forwards in that forward line. They're both at what 6'3", 6'4". 6'4" in maybe Isidore, 6'3" in Job. So I quite like that build-up strategy, to be honest. But they've just got to get in and around those second balls, and that's what they've been doing in the last however minutes. Coming up to half-time, everybody. 0-0. Sirkin wins it. Sirkin's grown into the game as well. Burnley need to get Lyle Foster on the ball a little bit more, I have to say. And they have to get a little bit more aggressive with Isidore. I think Isidore is getting in front of them. I think Bellingham's, when they're bypassing that press and they're going long as well, Sunderland. I think Bellingham's getting involved in it as well. They need to be a little bit more physical with Sunderland here. Ball forward. And Zolafi wins it, does well. And he's gone for that second ball as well there. Can he win it? Egan Riley? No, he can't. Well, slightly boring half, maybe. Maybe some would say slightly boring half. But yeah. Do you know what, Alan? I'd actually disagree. I think Sunderland have actually grown into that game. I think Burnley have not looked great. Burnley haven't looked great. They had the first sort of 10 minutes, but I think Sunderland have definitely grown into that. They've definitely grown into that. Guys, what I'm going to be doing is coming back for the second half. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you in a sec. Cheers. Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing, everybody? We're back. Just had a bit of yogurt at half time to keep me going. Don't worry, that is not the score. Hannibal is on the pitch for some reason. Don't understand why he's not playing. We will go on the buzzer, everybody. You know how this goes. We will refresh. Billabong, billaboom. Here we go. How was your half time? What did you get up to? Anything interesting? Just drink at home by myself. Yep, okay, fair enough. I see where the chat's been going. The game's not been that exciting. Half time's not been great either, yeah? Kebab, Connor? No, mate, not a kebab. Not a kebab. Do you know what? I've never had a kebab. So there you go. No changes at half time, it looks like. Something now kicking from left to right. So let's get going, shall we? I'm becoming a closet alcoholic, says John. A little bit of space here. Bashir Humphries whips that ball in. Good ball. Brownhill. Massive chance. Massive chance. Burnley's best opportunity of the game immediately. Immediately. Lovely little play on the counter-attack there. Bashir Humphries getting forward. Sunderland caught out a little bit. Patrick Roberts sluggishly getting back. Ball back across from Brownhill. Lovely little head run. There's a striker, Zian Fleming. You absolutely dream of balls like that to hit. It's terrible from a striker. Terrible. He's got to get that on target. Burnley come again. The game has started probably a little bit like that first half did, where maybe Burnley were a little bit on top. Oh, brilliant play. Is that Enzo Lafie? Brilliant. What a ball through. It's a chance. Oh, he's got to score. He's got to score. He's got to score. Two massive chances. It's a better start. Is it Enzo Lafie or is it Chris Rigg? What a ball. Oh, Isidore. Isidore, the goal was gaping. The ball went to the right a little bit. I think he's at the post. He's got to score. Is it true? Got to score, Isidore. What a chance. What a chance. Sunderland coming again here. Lee G says Sunderland get a cheeky goal and get the win. Yeah, two big opportunities. The biggest chances of the game have just come at the start of the half. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. Isidore's got to have scored. Yeah, he's hit the post. I thought he hit the post. It's a cracking strike. He's absolutely leathered it, hasn't he? But yeah, in true Isidore fashion, not always the most clinical striker. Got to score. Has to score there. Let me know in the chat. Was it Fee or was it Rigg who put that ball in? What a ball in, by the way. What a ball in. I think it was Chris Rigg. Yeah, second half. Let's keep it up, Conan, eh? Yeah, who does that? It was Enzo Lafie. Look at that. There's your class, everybody. He's absolutely made Connor Roberts look like an absolute mug there. That was class. That was so good. Both feet as well, by the way. Isidore. It's just slowing down. Oh, he's at the post. Did you watch the Spanish Cup, Connor? I've loved watching the last two El Clasico batterings. Real are the Spanish score. Yeah, Evan, I have to say, mate, I'm definitely more of a Barcelona guy. My team are actually Bilbao, to be honest, mate. My Spanish team. Chris Rigg. Joe Bellingham. Sirkin, good chance. Ball played in. Knocked out by Bashir Humphries. Sunderland started strong again. Lyle Foster. Ooh. Bit of an opportunity. Who stepped out? Who is it? It's Dan Neil. Bashir Humphries. It's a very open game all of a sudden. This is what we want to see. Jaden Anthony, overlap. Con Roberts. Gone back again. Ball put in by Cullen. Headed on goal. Good stop by Patterson. It's a better... Thank God we've got a football game. We've got a football game, people. Patterson gets this one right. 2 out of 4 right when it comes to that ball distribution. 09. Oh, it's a good ball from 09. Did he mean it? Maybe. Joe Bellingham, lovely touch. Caresses it. Moves into that midfield. It's a bad pass, though. It's a bad pass from Bellingham. Poor. Burnley throw. Exactly, Manji. Exactly. Okay. Lafay. Lovely feet. But plays a loose pass. I didn't think that was his fault, to be honest. Anthony. I'll tell you what, Sunderland fans, you got a player there. You got a player there. I like the look of him a lot. I just wasn't that ball in, but it's just, as I mentioned earlier, his weight of pass, his ball distribution, body shape in any situation. Reminds me in a strange sort of way of a little Japanese player Leeds United have got. So if there's any criticism ever of Régis Le Bris, just think if you didn't have him, you wouldn't have Enzo Lafay. Burnley coming forward a little bit now. Josh Laurent, Lyle Foster. Again, poor ball. Again, can't get it under his spell. Tom, maybe, mate. Maybe. Probably says Sunderland finally threatening, but they need to be careful to not get sucker punched. Yeah, Burnley do definitely have that ability to do that, don't they? But Sunderland they're definitely looking the more flair team. That's what I'll say. But once again, Burnley still not conceded. Burnley just it's mental in it because you watch them and you don't think they're anything remarkable. I don't think they are either, but you just watch Burnley and steady, isn't it? Steady. Sunderland look like the better footballing team. But Burnley are just solid. Absolutely solid. Bashir Humphries. Oh, really good defending there by Patrick Roberts. Outdaff says, do you plan on doing prediction videos on this channel like Matt SB? If you want me to do that, mate, I can do. Yeah, it's what he does, isn't it? It's what his whole channel's about, really. I kind of want this channel to be a little bit more like evergreen content as well. You know, like content where you guys are going to go back and you're going to think, oh, you know, hopefully, anyway, that's a good video. I'm not saying Matt's a bad video, but they're kind of over after the weekend, aren't they? People aren't going to go back and watch them, sort of thing, if that makes a lot of sense. Patrick Roberts should have got a free kick there. Chris Rigg goes for it over the bar. But yeah, it's not like it's not like, you know, I mean, I can do that prediction videos. If you guys would want to see that, I can definitely do that. 100%. Burnley have one of the best defensive record in Europe. I think they've actually got the best defensive record in Europe at the minute, and I think they've still only conceded 9 goals. I'm sure they have. It's steady. Another word for being. I don't think so, mate. You look at where they are in the division, but they're not. Yeah, I don't ever watch Burnley, and with the greatest of respect, think, you know, and I don't think Burnley fans do either. I don't think Burnley fans, you know, there might be some of you guys in the chat who look at it and think, you know, Burnley look really, really good, but they're just efficient and they get the job done every single time, or most of the time, anyway. Yeah, man, G, exactly. Parker's team at Fulham the year went up there with the same steady and tight defensively. They had a little bit more pizzazz up front. I'd say Sirkin robs Anthony. I think Sirkin's getting the better of that battle now. Really, really good moment here for Sunderland if they can get it right. Sirkin going all the way. Blocked. Joe Bellingham. And they've gone back. Oh, Flipping heck. Oh my God. Out of nowhere, Enzo Le Bris just got it out of his feet and had a bang. It is a corner. He's absolutely got his foot round that, hasn't he? Flipping heck. Josh Laurent off his head for a corner. Could have gone anywhere, that. He's grown into it a little bit, isn't he? Roberts. Le Bris. Ball in. Oh, it's a good ball in, you know. It's a good ball in. Laurent heads it out. It's another corner. Sunderland applying a bit of pressure here. Applying a bit of pressure, but will Burnley concede? The team who don't concede goals, will they concede? Ball in again. Oh my goodness. 50p head. Who's that? Is that Sirkin? Oh my God. Free at the back post. No one around him. No one around Dennis Sirkin. He's on his own. 50p head. Blockhead. He's just hit it into Rowe's head. Terrible header. Chance. Considering he's only been at the club a few days, very excited. That was heading top corner. Damn, I want to see how good football, some good football come on Sunderland Prem. Needs to see the Wayside Derby. Just 2 championship teams. Now special shows how poor the league is. Black Floki says it finishes a draw, that it's 3 points off Sheffield United, 4 off Burnley with only Leeds away left to play for the other top 3. Yeah, we've still got, or Leeds have still got, I should say. Leeds have still got Sunderland at home, I think, and Sheffield United and Burnley away. So, yeah, you're right. Esteve. Fleming does well. Job tackled. Still come away with it. I think Sunderland have got to make this count, haven't they? They've got to make this count because I feel like there is going to be a surge at some point from Burnley. Humphreys up against Roberts. Roberts wants to cut back. He does cut back. Puts a... Nah, Le Bris, get up. Get up, lad. Welcome to the championship. Up we get. Up we get. Not in a month of Sundays. You should get booked for that. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, nah, poor from Le Bris, that. No way is that a foul. Prabhu says the second best defense versus the best defense statistically, so cancel each other. Goal or straw, good enough. Yeah. Anthony. Tackle by Sirkin. Bellingham does well. Can he come away with it? He has done as well. He's done really well there, Joe Bellingham. Dan Neil. Oh, it had to be better. It had to be better. Isidor's going mental. It's a poor ball from Dan Neil there. It's too flat. It's too predictable. He's got to put a bit of an angle on that one. Sunderland are turning the screw. They look like the better team, don't they? They look like the better team here. Burnley do not look good here whatsoever. I mean, look, defensively, fine, as always. Get back into the shape well, but they're not really offering anything, the Clarets, this half so far. Apart from that early chance from Zian Fleming where he's got to get that on target. There's not been that much. And Sunderland, to be fair, haven't, but they're showing a little bit more going forward, I'd say. Sirkin plays the ball forward. Burnley press. They get out of it this time. They've got to start doing stuff in these transitions. Bellingham closes on Brownhill. Okay, here we go. Burnley coming away with it. Jaden Anthony plays it back. Enzo Le Bris done well to double up on him a little bit more this time. Roberts. Anthony gets it out of his feet, puts it into the box, arrives. Zian Fleming blocked. Rig away. Oh, Isidore does well. Roberts does well as well, though. Job, it's got a bit scrappy all of a sudden. Got a bit scrappy all of a sudden, people. Connor, how many probers do you know? Because you actually say it correctly. You're the only one, mate. Sometimes I say names. I'm an articulate fellow. I can be. I can be. I might sound like a Yorkshire bumpkin, but I am quite articulate, mate, sometimes. Josh Laurent, good ball. Ah, well done. Well done. Good defending Enzo Lafay on Brownhill. John, sometimes. Out of the YouTube batch, I'd say my pronunciation skills are the highest of the high. Listen, mate, I've got a broadcast journalist masters. If my pronunciation's got not half decent, I'd have had no chance in passing that masters. Had to enunciate my words. But I will slip into a slack-jawed man every now and again. Normally around my old man. Oh, Sirkin. See you in a bit, Jaden Anthony. Sirkin's definitely grown into this, by the way. He's definitely getting the better of Jaden Anthony now. I think Anthony had the better of the exchanges. Dan Neal's had a good game as well. The midfield's been really good for Sunderland. I like the balance. Rig. Just going forward. It's just going forward. You can tell why they're screaming out for Tom Cannon. Chris Rigg. Ball over the top. Lafay in the box. Burnley back. They've got everyone back now. Sirkin. They've got to be really selective with this ball in now. Enzo Lafay. Sirkin. First time ball in. Good ball in as well. Lyle Foster tries to get rid. Doesn't. Bashir Humphries comes away with it. Roberts. Oh, it's a good idea, but Isidor's not reading it, Roberts. He's not reading. Patrick Roberts is a very frustrating player, isn't he, Sunderland fans? He's a very frustrating player. As Gattuso once said, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Sunderland fans in fine voice. Burnley free kick. Mepham on Fleming. One for some of you YouTube fans. Zian Fleming. Charlie Morley? Question mark. What do you think? Looks like Sarmiento's getting stripped. This is where Burnley can be quite dangerous. Joe Worrell as well. Looks a little bit like Jake Paul. What are you saying on that one? I do like my comparisons, everybody. Okay, this is what Burnley need now. Egan Riley goes for a ball. Sirkin does really well again, and Enzo Lafay's done it again. He's done the exact same thing to Patrick Roberts. He's flicked it over his head, and he's gone back. And Roberts does well, wins the throw. Methinks Enzo Lafay might be trying to impress. I mean, get up, Connor Roberts. Get up, Connor Roberts. That looked a little bit silly, didn't it? Is he going to stop? He can't. Can he stop the game for Connor Roberts having a bad ankle? Can that happen? Oh, it can. Football's gone soft. Let's have a little Daniel Farker commentary.
Oh, well, we have two great teams here, Sunderland and Burnley, both strengthening in the window. And it makes me think about my Leeds United. And should we actually try to improve our side? No, I keep Ilan Meslier in net for the whole season. And what I'm going to try and do is make it interesting. Because I said Ilan Meslier was the greatest keeper in the world last season. But now I have to be proven right.
There you go. That's all you're getting, because a lot of you always ask. New subscribers will think I'm absolutely mental. Guys, that I am asked to do that every day of the week and twice on a Sunday. So, yeah, there's your Daniel Farker voice. Apologies for new subscribers who are now unsubscribing. Lafay looks like a big plus for Sunderland. He does indeed, mate. He does indeed. Dan Neal. Yeah, they're trying to get a little bit tighter to him now, aren't they? Look like they're trying to get a little bit tighter. Cullen's getting closer on the fee. Anthony. No comment. Absolutely no comment, Tom. Lauren. Cullen. Okay, Burnley getting a little bit more of the ball now. Looks like, is it Sarmiento who's going to come on? And says, Lafie looks decent so far in his debut. No idea why his left wing, though, would have kept Oshish. Aware of who he is, mate. It's my pronunciation, which is terrible when it comes to him. Yeah. No, he was on the left, wasn't he? Previously as well. No, 100%, mate. 100%. Lafie looked like a more central option, didn't he? Definitely a more central option. But to be fair, if they're narrow REM and LAMs, which it looks like Rig and him are, I don't mind it too much. But yeah, in some of the build-up play, he is very, very, very wide, isn't he? Bellingham. Lauren fouls him. Oh, no, he doesn't. That looked like a foul. Oh, it was Isidore, wasn't it? Lauren. What was a foul? No. Could this come to haunt them here? Connor Roberts puts the ball in. Back post. Oh, Sunderland clear. It's Chris Rigg, whose defensive duties have been really good today. We need Mundle back for... Yeah, he's a good player, in Mundle. Ball played in. Oh, knocks the ball. Oh! Unbelievable defending from Luke 09, who we've always rated on this channel. Wow. Ball played in, nodded back across by Bashir Humphreys. I mean, that, for me, guys, what I will say is that Josh Lauren with Isidore, that's a foul. That's a foul. That should have been a foul. Play carried on. I knew something had happened. It always does in football. Cullen plays that ball in. And is it Lauren? It's Lauren who plays the ball across as well. And Fleming, what is he doing? Oh, it's Foster, sorry. Lyle Foster. Gets above Tri Hume. What is Fleming doing? He's more interested in going down than making a connection. It's brilliant defending from 09, to be fair to him. Really good defending. I don't know why Zian Fleming takes so long to make contact. Good lad, Paul. Cheers, mate. Yeah, you could be right, Tom. You could be right. So Fleming comes off. That's his last moment. That might be haunting him, that. 2 of the misses today. He's got to put that in there, hasn't he? Don't know how he's not getting... He's in front of his man. How's he not getting first contact on it? So you would expect that Lyle Foster's now going centrally with Sarmiento coming on. But what an opportunity that was. What an opportunity. Maybe, right. Maybe. So I saw you that, mate. Well done. Yeah. Still, not a lot of shots on target. I mean, there's one in the entire second half. The entire second half. There is one shot on target. So Con needs to do a full Farker stream if we win the league. That will never be happening, mate. Mepham. Hume. And that looks like a Sunderland throw. Sunderland throw. Yeah, there's not a lot of goals. Is there goals? Well, there's definitely not a lot of goals, but there's not a lot of chances. That's what you get at Turf Moor, I believe. Yeah, Sarmiento's on, everyone. Cullen. Dan Neil chasing him. Cullen does really well. Really, really well. Brilliant play by Cullen there. Excellent. Poor from Brownhill. Mepham. Bellingham. Oh, class. Absolutely class from Bellingham. Brilliant. Lafay. It's poor from Lafay. Poor. Yeah, I think Sirkin's growing into it. I think Bellingham has been good in this game. In a game where there's probably not that much going on. Lyle Foster going down there. Looked like a bit of an altercation with 09. Luke 09 here. I think sometimes these players forget that there isn't VAR. So if there's not VAR, that's slightly problematic with them going round and going down and rolling round. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Conan. No, I didn't, Tom. I didn't, mate. There's just a bit of noise outside. I think someone's letting off fireworks. Why do people love fireworks so much? You know what I mean? I get it for occasions, but people just love letting them off all the time. Bellingham. But yeah, I'd say Bellingham's been the best player probably on the pitch, to be fair. This is a scrappy game, man. It's a scrappy game, innit? I think everybody predicted it'd be like a 0-0, 1-1. I mean, I said 2-2. I was hoping for a bit of a blockbuster. Nothing told me that was going to happen. But been a bit dry on it, people. Been a bit dry. Okay, Jaden Anthony. Corner Burnley. Kvaratskhelia signed with PSG. PSG is going to have an exciting attack. Now, do you know what, though? That did annoy me. It did annoy me. Like, stay at Napoli, mate. Win the league with Napoli. Napoli fighting in and out the top of Serie A. Scudetto. You know, just stay there for the season, mate. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. Oh, dear. Ball played him. Oh, Bashir Humphreys can't use his right foot. Yeah, I guess it does. Ball played him. Oh, Patterson. Maybe, Chris. Could be, mate. Yeah, could be right. I'm not allowed to confirm or deny for legal reasons. Anthony. I mean, if Sunderland can just deal with these balls into the box, which are just coming regularly. Again there. Whoop. Humphreys at that back post is a bit dangerous. Yeah, Sunderland get away with it, but it's just from open play a little bit here, Burnley. They just seem to struggle. They need a bit of creativity. Sarmiento's looking to provide that. Brownhill. Needs to be a moment of magic here to separate these two teams, I think. Cuts inside. Jaden Anthony. Got a good bit of power on that one, but straight into the midriff of Patterson. He should have stayed with Napoli. They're going to win the league this season. Yeah, I just feel like it was a bit of it's a shame. It's just a shame. They adored him out there. They absolutely adored him. I just think it's a shame, man. You know, stay with Napoli. Stay in Naples just for a bit anyway. I just hate how football goes with that sort of stuff. He's going to go to Liga, and what is going to happen in Liga? And he's going to win every single title with PSG. Brilliant. Great. Do you know what I mean? Great. Okay. Fun. Not going to win the Champions League, are they? So we're just going to win Liga and for the next 10 years. Great. You know what I mean? I'd say Serie A's a better league. Serie A's a better league. Different teams win it regularly. You know, I just think, yeah, Serie A's a better standard across the board, I think. You know, but I think he's getting paid something like 11 times. He was like getting 1.8 million a year at Napoli, and he's getting 11 million a year at PSG. So that's football, isn't it? Yeah, it's a dead league. You're right. It's a dead league. Ball hoop forward anyway. Isidore, last line. If he can get himself in front here with Esteve, he doesn't. He doesn't. Esteve's a quality defender, isn't he? At this level, anyway. Nearly got ahead of him. N says the championship is far better than Ligue 1. It probably is, mate, across the board. Genuinely. Probably is across the board. Okay, we got a winner then, guys. Have we got a winner or not? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Have we got a winner? Trafford. Sunderland been urged to get forward by the fans. Esteve clears. Sunderland win it. There's got to be a moment of magic. There's got to be something that happens here that separates these two teams. It is. Hume's done really well there, but it's neck and neck. This you can't split them. God, this promotion race is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You cannot separate these two teams. Just can't. Both arguably missing a finisher. Tom Cannon, maybe. Chris says, Connor, did you used to watch a mate? Did I used to watch it? Was it Chris Richardson? Was that his name? Was it John Richardson? It was John Richardson. He's the comedian, isn't he? Chris Rigg coming off. Yeah, mate, used to love that. Golazzo and all of it. Mate, I used to love Italian football. Used to absolutely love Italian football. Is this Mundo? Was it Meenda? Meenda coming on. Elisa Meenda. Didn't know he was Spanish. There you go. Yeah, mate, I used to love that program. My team is I've not kept on tabs with them for a couple of seasons now, but my team is Lazio. Yeah, I've actually seen them play 3 times. There you go. James Richardson, there's the one. There's the one. Some of you youngsters won't know about football Italia. But that league used to be the best league in the world by a country mile. Country mile. All the best players used to be there, didn't they? Figo at one point, Ronaldo, R9, the original, Zidane. Bellingham. Just gone from Zidane to Bellingham. Oh, dearie me. Hughes just booted the ball out of play. Yeah, this game is severely lacking quality. Up top, anyway, in the final third. I think there's been some nice football from both teams, actually, but yeah. It's really lacked that element, hasn't it? It's also really annoying me that Isidore's number 18. He should be a 9 or a 10, surely. Foster's on the ground again. Brownhill loses it. Tackled. Yeah. Good question, right? Who's my GOAT midfielder? Zidane. No. Gerrard, mate. Yeah. I loved Zidane, but too young to see his whole career. Yeah, too young to see his whole career. Didn't really see any of him at Juve. But, well, didn't I say that? Saw a couple of years of him at Juve, but mostly of him at Madrid. But Gerrard, oh my God, Steven Gerrard. Gerrard is, in my opinion, the best midfielder of all time. And some of you might unsubscribe. Gerrard, Anthony does really well, blocked off. And I'm going to get to my rationale in a bit. Hold on. Ball in, saved. Yeah, Steven Gerrard just could do anything. Could do absolutely anything. And I love Zidane. Absolutely love Zidane. Zidane is... Yeah, Zidane could do things technically that Gerrard probably couldn't. I just think as a midfielder, Gerrard could do anything. Defensive, wide left, wide right, attacking mid. He could go up front, could play right back. Played right back in the Champions League final. Do you know what I mean? And he was unbelievable. Gerrard was just... You don't get players like Gerrard anymore. Who'd you expect, Rye? Was it Zidane? I give Zidane feels, don't I? It's that technical rubbish I was going about, but Gerrard, man, technically, what a player as well. But yeah, I loved it. I saw all of Gerrard's career. That was the only thing. Slippy G, yeah, indeed. Patson clears. Well, I'm sorry, everybody. I thought my first watch long, it might change, but I thought my first watch long would be a little bit more entertaining. Shout out to over 100 of you in the building. Make sure you slap a like on the video as well if you want to see more of these. Sirkin does well, does really well. Bellingham. It needs to be quicker, doesn't it? It's the tempo. Points lost in the final 10 minutes. Sunderland have lost 9 points in the final 10 minutes. My goodness, what an awful statistic. Oh, that's not a foul. That's not a foul. Dan Neil with the shoulder barge and the referee's giving it. Soft. Yeah, Tom. Unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. Mepham's gone down off the ball. Not good for Sunderland. Not good. For me, it's Perlo or Scholes. You're a techie man. You're a techie man, N. Job's had a good game. Yeah, he has. He's had a good game. Yeah, probably the best player on the pitch, I'd say. Looks like Colio Show and is it Ekdal and Ballard are coming on as well. When Connor was playing football, he exhibited shades as that, mate. Central midfielder. And a lot of people don't know this, mate. Academy level, offered a youth contract. You know what I mean? Offered a youth contract. A lot of people don't know that about me. All these YouTubers, not played the game at that level. Do you know what I mean? I used to play teams like Sunderland and Borough every week, guys. You know what I mean? Newcastle in the cup. We used to get them all. So, yeah, there you go. No, I was very much more just like a standard central midfielder. Never lost the ball though. Didn't happen, lads. I think I had 100% pass accuracy and ball retention for my entire career. Facts. Check it up. It's refs the clown. Yeah, he's had a shocker, mate. He's had a shocker. I guess a draw would be a fair. Yeah, I think it would be. Son, the new signing, the new Norwegian, I think, signed. Actually, the right back's just come on for Burnley. Colio Show, very controversial player for Burnley. Very in and out. 82nd minute, can he make an impact? The only team he's really made an impact on this season, we know who. Ballard coming on for Mepham. Big blow for Sunderland. Mepham's been good in this game. Trafford has a better rep, but little to do while Patterson has been solid when called on. Meanwhile, back at Ellen Road, yeah, doesn't know how to drop him. Yeah, my highest heights was winning the top division 5-a-side. Good lad. Mate, I still play 5-a-side every Monday. Every Monday. Still think I'm like 23. Or am I 23? Who knows? Some of you new subscribers, aren't you? Which club, Connor? Mate, I had a pedigree. So here's the story. So you've seen my old man on another YouTube channel, haven't you? My other YouTube channel. Oh, Meander, hold on. Meander. Brilliant ball. Easton has a red card. He's got to send him off. Penalty, Sunderland. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Was it even in the box? Yellow card. Is it not a red card? Did it even look like it was in the box? Meander, instant impact. Sunderland go to a front two. Chaos. Absolute chaos at Turf Moor. Was it even? Was it even a penalty? It's not a pen. Guys, that's not a pen. It's outside the box. It's not. It's out. The contact's outside the box. This ref is stinking. This ref is stinking. That is not a pen. Nah, it's how's the lino not seen that? How is the lino not seen it? Wow. Massive moment. Massive moment in the championship campaign. This referee who I've never seen before looks terrified. Wow. Penalty. Sunderland. Massive moment in the championship season. Huge, some would say. Go level on points with Leeds United. Who's having it? Isidore. Trafford with the delaying tactics. Wow, massive moment. Massive moment for Sunderland this, and Burnley. Huge. It's crazy how Trafford's been allowed to do this. He's changing his gloves out of nowhere. Crazy. He now can't get his gloves on. Isidore, is he cool? Is he calm? Is he collected? Can he put the Black Cats in front? This would be an unbelievable win. Well, there was that moment of quality. Can Isidore provide it? Steps up. 85:30 on the clock. Sunderland fans behind the goal. Isidore steps up, almost taller than Trafford. Isidore, saved! Saved by James Trafford! Oh, goodness me. The moment of quality hasn't come. I had my 1-0 scoreline all prepped. And it's a free kick to Burnley. Isidore. What a moment. A moment. Yeah, justice. You're right, Conan. You're right, but what a big moment that was. And Trafford guessed right. He guessed right. He was already moving across his line. It's a poor penalty. It's a poor penalty. It's central right. It's not right. It's not into the side netting. Top keepers save penalties. Top keepers save penalties. He gives the gunshots to the Sunderland fans. Interesting. The double gunshot. Massive moment at Turf Moor. Big moment in the championship season. Egan Riley booked. Burnley come forward. Is there one last chance in this game? Maybe a couple more. Has that rocked Sunderland, or can they get the winner? Oh, Isidore, what a moment. Brilliant feat for Jaden Anthony. And I think Jaden Anthony's just won a free kick. Enzo Lafayette, I think he's going to go in the book here. That's a few. My goodness. Sunderland fans, how are we feeling? Poor pen. Yeah, it's poor. It's a poor pen. It's not a good one, is it? Now, that's what I call a goalkeeper. Yeah, did feel like justice. Trafford, easily the best goalkeeper in the league. Shout out to Felix. Not seen him before. Shout out to you, mate. Welcome. Big. Thomas Jackson, ever seen? No, mate, I've never seen this. It's like an eclipse, mate. This is what top goalkeepers do. They save you points. He potentially has saved Burnley. Burnley could get a winner, you know? But massive moment, James Trafford, but big moment for Isidore. Big moments for your striker, that, people. Burnley free kick. Anthony over it. Whip it. Good ball in. Burnley just haven't offered enough going forward. Humphries heads it wide. Kudos to Trafford. You know what will happen now, says Graham. 4 out of 10 for effort. 4 out of 10 for... I mean, in all fairness, lads and lasses, it's not a pen. It's outside the box. It's clear as day. The ref's had another stinker. But Trafford's guessed it. It's a poor pen. He's hit it well enough, but too central. Sunderland, can something happen? Sirkin. Lord Bamford would have scored that. Melee saves that too. Ryan, go have a lie down. Ballard. Meander. What an impact from Meander as well, people. They've gone to a front two. They've gone to a front two too late. They should have done this at half time, shouldn't they, Sunderland? It feels like you can have that defensive lapse because Burnley haven't really got that pace, have they, going forward? And Sunderland are matching them up. They could almost afford to go to a front two. It's risk versus reward, isn't it? Do you want to win the game? I mean, a 0-0 would probably still be a good result for Sunderland. Be a good point for Burnley right now as well, I think. Both teams that are probably taking it, I'd say. The football cliche. Roberts. Burnley throw. It needed that though. It was either a moment of quality or it was, a mistake. That was what's going to separate the two teams because they're completely equal. There's not one above the other here. And that's credit as well. It has to be said to Sunderland, with what they've got at their disposal, Burnley, in terms of just like obviously a newly relegated side and all the options they've got. Sunderland have matched them up really well. Yeah, it would, mate. It would, Darren. It would indeed, pal. Bit goalkeeper saving it'd be incredible, wouldn't it? Sirkin wins a free kick. All hands on deck. Is there a winner in this exciting, thrilling game? 6 minutes added on. Is there a winner, people? That's 2 pen missed by Isidore. Might have to pass the job on to Lafitte. To be honest, I thought Lafitte was going to have it. I thought Lafitte was going to step up. And Isidore, fair play to him. He grabbed hold of it. It's what all you strikers should do. Try. Oh. He had a great game, has he, in terms of just his... I mean, it's not just the penalty, is it? It's... I mean, he's absolutely shanked that as Isidore. Hume plays the ball and he's peeled off well. And absolute lamb shank over the crossbar. Well. Sunderland are miles better than Burnley. Leeds and Sunderland top 2. The cream always rises. Yeah, I think they've looked good. They just look. They look. They've got class in the midfield. They've got a really good balance in that midfield. I think with Lafitte now, Sirkin's a really good defender. I think Sirkin's the best left back in the division. Hume's a really good right back as well. Obviously Bellingham. They've got a good team. Sunderland. And this is what data-driven recruitment does for you. Not spending an abundance of players on players and getting it. But they're the better team here, in my opinion. Roberts, it's just that final third. Lafitte, blocked. 09, feels like there's only one team that's going to win this, though. Roberts up against Bashir Humphreys, needs the overlap, has got the overlap with Hume. Ball played into the box. Oh, ball across. Oh! Oh my God. Mayenda. He's got to score. Mayenda. Hume puts the ball in. It's absolutely spinning in the box. And is it a block? What an unbelievable block by Egan Riley. A match-preserving block. Oh, it's going in. It's going on target. Egan Riley has just made the block of the match, everybody. That or the 2 brilliant defensive performances, this. You look at Luke 09 at one end, and that by Egan Riley was unbelievable. And it's gone all the way through, and it's going to be another, if nothing changes, it's another Burnley clean sheet. You know, how does Bayer, who was unbelievable at the back for Burnley when they went up under Vincent Kompany, he's got to come back into this. And you look at the performances of Egan Riley. You look at the performance at the back. What a signing he's been for Burnley. So impressive. Burnley. Goodness me. You know, you don't concede goals. You don't lose games, people. Coley Osho. Get Tom Cannon in. Probably says, who do you prefer at Leeds, Job or Lafitte? Job. Yeah, Job. I think we've got enough technical players. I think Job's a technical player, but I like his athleticism, height, physicality. Yeah, I think he'd be a bit of a different dimension to the Leeds midfield, I think. Ball played forward. Isidore. Maybe another big chance here. Knocks it on well. Dan, I keep saying there's one team winning this. Sirkin on the overlap here for Lafitte. Bad ball by Lafitte. Sirkin. Oh my God! It's a penalty. Oh my God, what's he doing? Son has dived in. He's dived in on his debut. Oh my goodness, drama at the end. Sirkin, brilliant play. Oh, he's not touched. Has he touched him? Or Sirkin just gone down? Sirkin checks back. It's brilliant from Sirkin. It's a pen. Point to the spot. Son, you've had an absolute nightmare. He then goes to head the ball on the floor. Sirkin's still down. It's chaos. Oh, there's a fight breaking out. What is going on? And Trafford's down again. My goodness gracious me. Drama at Turf Moor. The Burnley players are fuming. Try Hume, the Irish blood flowing through him. He wants a scrap and a pint of Guinness. Unbelievable scenes, everybody, at Turf Moor. James Trafford is going to delay this and delay this and delay this. What is going to happen right now? I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. A second penalty. Now, who's on it, guys? Who's on it? There's a booking. There's bookings for Egan Riley. Yeah, another change of gloves. The keeper's got cramp. It's all going off. It was a penalty. And there's only been one team that's going to win it, everyone. It's a poor ball by Lafay. It was too far on that left-hand side, I felt, of Sirkin. It sent him too far out wide. Sirkin has done the unthinkable, a lovely little Cruyff turn. It's a pen. Son, what are you doing? Debut. I mean, he tries to head the ball on the floor as well. Gives it one of them on the floor. Get up there, boy. Trafford. Can he be the hero? I mean, if he saves this, is it Isidore again? Sunderland fans. Oh, my goodness. Son has had a stinker. He's had an absolute stinker. The Sunderland fans, there's going to be raptured. Trafford is talking at Isidore. Isidore, massive moment. He's not looking at the goalkeeper. Round 2, Isidore versus Trafford. Who comes out on top? Massive moment again. The last kick of the game at Turf Moor. Sunderland fans are praying behind the goal. They're doing the Jesus sign. Isidore versus Trafford. Ah! Saved it again. Oh my God. Yeah, Isidore. He can get a taxi home. He's gone the same way. Let's have a look at this. It's a brilliant save. A much better penalty from Isidore. He's gone the same way. Oh, my God. James Trafford. That is a goalkeeper. That is the best goalkeeper in the division. Oh, Sunderland. Sunderland. For Sheffield United and Leeds, it's brilliant news. But this, oh my goodness, Ballard puts the ball in. It's still live, headed out by Sarmiento. The drama. Oh my goodness. And it's another foul from Dan Ballard. Burnley. Is Ballard already been booked? What's going on? Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh my goodness. My goodness gracious me, everybody. A crazy, even Bamford. I mean, I was saying, Ryan, this is a terrible first stream. Isidore, drop him. Don't play him again. I've given him all the compliments in the world. The Connor curse. Jesus Christ. I can't imagine what's going on in his head, but brilliant from Trafford. Brilliant. He guessed twice right, and that second is a brilliant save. Slow and hard. The referee's not even giving fouls anymore, and that's a blatant foul to Sunderland, to be fair. Isidore, he still stood there like that. Oh, mate. That is going to haunt them. If Sunderland, imagine if they miss out on it. That's Meslier. That's Meslier for Leeds. Remember when he absolutely flunked it? 2 penalty misses in the last 10 minutes. My goodness. The Sunderland fans' reaction. Goodness me. Isidore can't get his head out of his hands. Did it have to go to someone else? Ashley Barnes coming on for the last 30 seconds. Did it have to go in for somebody else? Did someone else have to take it? Did someone else have to take it? Barnes is on. Isidore. Jesus, the Sunderland fans can't believe it. Goodness me, it's got to be it, hasn't it? Great first watch along, mate. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's still going on my stream anyway. You have, Conan. 100% you've deserved the 3 points. Sunderland, by far, in this second half, in my opinion, definitely the second stage of this second half, by far the better team. And that is it. Son is absolutely hugging the life out of James Trafford. You should be doing, mate. You should be getting on your knees, Son. Pulling those shorty warties down. Unbelievable. Isidore crying on the floor. Wow. Penny for his thoughts now, but James Trafford must feel 8 foot tall, 10 foot tall. And it's probably going to be kicking off at the end here. My goodness. James Trafford, that is a goalkeeper, people. That is a goalkeeper. Isidore's crying. I mean, it's a bit weird that the Burnley players are consoling him. That's a bit weird. Coley Osho, Lyle Foster, Bashir Humphrey. Why, he's absolutely lost it. Isidore is crying his eyes out. Come on, lad. Get yourself together. Get yourself together. You got 40% of the season left. Come on, big boy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable ending to the game, everybody. Flipping heck. I mean, I was thinking it was a dire watch-along, and then that happened. Sunderland, definitely the better team in the second half. Burnley are going to be absolutely elated with a point. They consolidate that defensive record. I mean, you've got Hannibal now going up to Isidore. I've never seen anything like this in my life. You've got the opposition side going and consoling Isidore. It's like he's just missed the World Cup final penalty. However, what I will say, everybody, that could be massive. When we talk about massive moments, I'm not saying it will be, but I mean, I wouldn't want to be going over to the fans. I mean, they're all forcing him over to the fans. I wouldn't want to be going up to the fans. Jesus Christ. 2 penalty misses. Yeah, they're saying chin up. Fair play to the Sunderland fans. A fair play to Isidore. The thing is, what you've got to say about that second one, that's a world-class save from Trafford. The first one was a poor penalty. But the bravery of Isidore to step up again, fair play to him. But Trafford, that's a world-class save. That, for me, it's low, it's hard, it's a strong wrist. And that keeps the table as it was, everybody. 51. Burnley in 53. Brilliant. And like that exactly, Steve. Dark arts from Trafford. Season-defining moments. You know, we've had Elan Melier with that howler at the Stadium of Light, and now we've had Isidore 2. Again, you know, all 4 teams playing each other. But I tell you what, that is going to play on that boy's mind probably for the rest of the season. And I like Isidore. I think he's a right talent at this level. He's just got to move on from that. Sunderland have got to take a lot of plaudits from that. I thought they were the better team. Burnley, a lot of thinking to do. Thought they were a little bit rigid tonight. Didn't really offer anything. Zian Fleming, 2 big chances. But overall, Sunderland, for me, definitely the better team. Definitely the more fluid. Definitely the one with more combinations. You know, more fluidity, more understanding, it felt. It felt like Sunderland in that game were a team that had been together for years, and Burnley at points were a bunch of strangers, really. It didn't really feel that they got into it a lot. And I have to say, severely disappointing at the end for Sunderland that they didn't get it. But Son, you lucky boy. Lucky boy. Won't be massive. Sunderland walk this league now. Fair enough, Tea Drinker. Fair enough. David says they weren't pens, but how we haven't won that match is crazy. I agree with you. Glad I'm not a Sunderland fan. That was very Leedsy. It was, yeah. Sunderland miss 3 big potential penalties. Sunderland miles better than Burnley. I agree. I think, you know, you look at that game and, as I say, those transitional moments, you know, earlier on in the game as well, Isidore had a big chance to claw it back, you know, to run down Trafford, and he nearly nicked it a couple of times with his acceleration. I thought Isidore overall, apart from that finishing, which wasn't great, I thought overall the package of him, you know, an actual striker, which gives you everything else but the goals, which, you know, a lot of people would say, well, that's not a striker, Connor. But overall, I mean, you got Sunderland fans crying. Come on, lads. Come on. You got the rest of the season to go. I'm turning to Roy Keane here, but come on. What you doing? But yeah, I feel Sunderland with a better team there. Burnley have preserved that home record, and you've got, look, Egan Riley now and Trafford talking. Trafford, as I say, he'll be 10 feet tall right now. That Burnley defence as well. They will be feeling so confident right now because whatever's been thrown at them this season, they've still not conceded more. They're still in single digits. That is crazy. That is absolutely mental. We are 60% of the way through the season. It's halfway through. We're beyond halfway in January now. 9 goals. Bearing in mind, Chelsea won the league on 15 goals conceded. So, as I say, everybody, we've said this multiple times before. You don't lose when you don't concede. So Burnley will be buzzing with that. Sunderland have got to be out, that is gutting that you've not won the game. It's gutting. But glass half full. Enzo Lafay thought he looked good on his debut. Technically, good on the ball. Love that lovely, lovely ball through to Isidore for the ghost pen at the end, the first one. I thought the combat, Chris Rigg coming back from injury as well, thought he looked nice, thought he looked good. From a defensive perspective as well, he got some key clearances in there. Shame to see Mepham go off for Sunderland, but I thought, just looking at him right now, for Egan Riley for Burnley, what a signing he's been, by the way. What a fantastic signing he's been. But Tri Hume thought he performed well. Sirkin come back, and I thought in that second half of the game, Sirkin was probably one of Sunderland's best players. Job, for me, man of the match. However, you look at Trafford right now, and you probably got to give it to him, haven't you? You've got to give it to him for those 2 penalty saves. Egan Riley preserving alongside a Stev at the back. Brilliant home record. That 5 have got that consistency now. That 8 have got the consistency as well with Brownhill, with Cullen, with Laurent in there. Hannibal wasn't playing in this game, obviously, but I think Burnley, you can see for me why Cannons wanted. You can see for me for both teams why Cannons wanted. So yeah, massive. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying. Take Trafford at Leeds at May. 100%. Elan want to save those penalties. Yeah, water is wet. Sunderland got a bit of luck against us at the Stadium at Light. I guess what goes around comes around. And to be fair with Sunderland against Burnley now, they've got 4 points. That's how you got us. No, they haven't. Yeah, they have. They've got 4 points. That's his job. That was a great game, which Sunderland were unlucky not to win. This is a great live stream, but thanks so much. Yeah, mate, I appreciate that. Connie, your German accent is... Mate, don't say that. My mum will have me. She'll have me. I'm from Irish stock, mate. My name's Conor McGilligan. For goodness sake. That wasn't good. We should have scored at least 2 tonight. How do we keep getting away with clean sheets? They just do, mate. They keep getting away. Burnley came to Elm Road. We had 19 shots. 19 shots. So, yeah, you don't win if you don't score either. That's true. The league is winnable. Draw, a good result for Leeds. Both challengers dropping points. JN says must win on Sunday. Put some distance between Leeds. Definitely, it's a big game for Leeds, 100%. Leicester conceded 41 goals that season when they won. It just shows how strong Burnley have been. They really have. Trafford proven he's the best. Yeah, I mean, I think that. I mean, it's probably between him and Cooper. That probably stands him out, doesn't it? Trafford, in terms of just that performance there. Although I do really, really rate Cooper. Michael says Sunderland also had a penalty miss at Bramall Lane, which Cooper saved. They did. Was that Isidore? Tell me it wasn't Isidore. Tell me that wasn't Isidore. Connor's a great half German accent, to be fair. By Ramsdale from Southampton. I mean, I do know for a fact that he'd come. That's one thing I can actually tell you. I know for a fact Aaron Ramsdale will come to Leeds. Literally a fact. As in horse's mouth. It was Roberts. Fair enough. Not Isidore. Only team stopped winning this league is Leeds. Yeah. Wow. Everybody. Unbelievable. Listen, I'm going to leave it there. It's been 3 hours. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been my first watch along on the channel. I've really enjoyed it. More to come. Please go watch my video from earlier that you'll probably be able to find in the pin chat. I think I've left it in the pin chat, which was, a cool little video if you fancy checking that out on Sunderland's recruitment. We've got loads of other bits on the channel that you guys can go watch now. All the new subscribers, thank you so much. Please like the video before leaving. We'll be back with some more. I think I'm going to take a bit of a day off, everybody. This week on this new channel has been mental. I'm tired. I need a bit of a rest. And we'll be back on Sunday talking through all of the results. But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all of you stopping by. Some old faces, some new faces. It's been a lovely chat. And I'll see you on the other side. Cheers.